following presentation is by Sam Smith Productions in association with Black and Gold Productions.
Five years ago, I posted my very first YouTube video. It was a while back. I was 16. I didn't know what I was doing. And now we've turned it into this fantastic, out of this world, I didn't think we were going to get to this point situation. With this huge community, with over 2,000 of you, and I'm very, very grateful for everything we've done together over the last 5 years. And to celebrate this spectacular moment, let's take a look back at some of the best memories over the last 5 years. Here we go. And welcome into the live stream, folks. Welcome into the live stream, folks. Welcome to the live stream tonight.
Coyle, slow him down. He waits for a drop, then he has it. Carlo! Score! The newborn dad!
Has a possible break. He has Heinen with him, 2-on-1. Here's Zaka. Shot! Score! It's Pavel Zaka!
You don't remember Nick Polino? I don't!
What's going on? Lindholm walks in, scores! Hampus Lindholm wins the game for the Bruins.
Game over.
They win it in overtime.
W.
Horford for three. He got it! Celtics up by 3. Al Horford. Timeout Golden State.
Marchand across, Coyle scores! Charlie Coyle! It's a power play goal!
He made the stop! The Bruins win a game! The Bruins won! Takes it away. Bohlquist, the game on his stick. Bohlquist scores! The Bruins win! Jesper Bohlquist in overtime! 6 hours officially. A shot. Oh my God! Florida scored! They won the game! Matt Tkachuk! This game is finally over! Behind him, Paul Mary worked off the puck by Bergeron. Pastrnak for Marchand for DeBrusk in front, and DeBrusk scores! Pastrnak, Krejci, Zaka scores again! What a pass by the check line! Check, mate! Bergeron scores! Patrice Bergeron! On the power play, the Bruins take a 2-1 lead. Battling across, Zaka scores! Bruins win 4-3 in overtime.
Back to the line, Zadorov. Kastelik shoots, score! Mark Kastelik! What is happening? It's 2-2. Puck comes in front, Pastrnak! He scores!
The Bruins win! David Pastrnak! The Bruins win Game 7 in overtime! And now, Black and Gold Productions and Uno Overlays proudly present the 5-year YouTube Anniversary Special.
Crash is by Fit for Rivals. Song of the stream. Thank you guys. Thank you over to the guys at Fit for Rival for that. Much appreciated. Oh man. 5 years. What a time it has been over the last 5 years. And here we are. Here we are once again. Announcements coming throughout the night. Very excited about some of them. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a fun one tonight. For sure. Going to be a fun one. Excuse me. It's going to be a fun one. McAvoy back against the team that injured him. Well, sort of. That's on 5. Thank you. The Red Wings scored. James Van Riemsdyk. What's up with the Leafs playing the Penguins at 4 o'clock today? What's up with that? Is that just a Toronto tradition? They have a day game the day before Christmas Eve or something like that? Because it just looked really confusing to me. Oh, man. If you have not yet, please be sure, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring the notification bell to never miss when we go live or upload here on the channel. Donations are accepted in multiple ways. You can hit the link in the pinned comment in the live chat, or the first link in the description. It's the same link. Or you can hit the super chat button, which is just the dollar bill sign icon in the live chat. Donations will be open all night long. Feel free to send in any donations you have tonight. Make sure, if you have not yet, follow me on social media. All the links are down below in the description. It's my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Twitter, or my X, or whatever you want to call it. All over there. As we are, it is go time. Bruins Canadiens from the not the Bell Center, from the TD Garden in Boston. Very, very excited about this one. Oh man. As we are just a couple minutes away from the start of this one here tonight. It looks like we're going to get right into the anthems here, I think.
And yes, for one of the first times this season, I'm actually wearing a Bruins jersey on stream tonight. Why? Because I can. I can. I absolutely can. So I'm going to. Todd Angeli doing the national anthems now. Love it. Thank you, Tiffany. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by here tonight. Jersey looks clean. It's the centennial jersey they wore against these Canadiens last year, the last time they were in this building. Seems like forever ago. That was back when I had hopes and dreams about the Bruins. First period of coverage on YouTube is, as always, presented by Uno Overlays, the easy way to overlay. This is the biggest game of the season for the Bruins. This is the biggest game of the season to this point. Nothing like Bruins Canadiens in Boston. Nothing like it. There is nothing like it. This is the biggest. I want to fight at the face-off. We might have some fights tonight. The Bruins are, from what I understand, the Bruins are pissed off after what's happened over the weekend, and I'm like, yep, as they should be. They're pissed off, and they want 2 points. 5 years of fun streams, highs and lows, and everything in between. What a ride so far. Yeah, thanks, DJ. Appreciate it. It's been a hell of a ride. Swayman is in net tonight. Yep. And he should be the goalie every game, up until they make a decision with Korpisalo. I don't care if he's getting overplayed. It needs to be every game. You can't afford to put that guy out there. Can't play. You can't. He's unplayable. That game against Ottawa broke the camel's back for me. He's unplayable. He's an unplayable goalie. Can't play him. All right. It is a 5-year anniversary, and it is a stream tradition to play this song. Away, and we have a fight right away. Tanner Jeannot, Josh Anderson. And Jeannot is just giving him a couple of right hands. Jeannot working him over. They're trading blows. Rock'em sock'em robots. Right away, right off the rip. Jeannot and Anderson wrestling around center ice here. Anderson connects to the right. Jeannot another right up and around. Anderson with a right hand of his own. Jeannot misses. Jeannot a couple of huge rights up and around. Jeannot feeding Anderson to some huge right hands here. Oh, Jeannot rocked him. Tanner Jeannot, he rocked him. Oh, Tanner Jeannot, how do you do? Oh, man. The rivalry's back, baby. It's back like it never left. Mark Kastelik here next. Tanner Jeannot and Josh Anderson 3 seconds in. And I don't think that's going to be the only time we see fisticuffs tonight. Ho-ho, baby. The rivalry's back. The Bruins enter the zone here. Oh, now I hope maybe things will settle down. We'll see. We'll see how long that lasts. Hampus Lindholm tied up behind his own net. Gallagher there for Montreal. Fraser Minton. And we already have a penalty against Boston. The fix is already in. They're going to get Lindholm for a hold. The fix is already in. It's going to be on Hampus Lindholm. I mean, Gallagher is holding Lindholm's stick. What do you want him to do in that situation? What do you want him to do? Montreal's power play 6th in the league at 25.8%. Bruins penalty kill under 80% for the first time all season. McAvoy decks Nick Suzuki in the slot. Montreal holds it in as Caulfield found Hudson. Caulfield played it back, gets the return feed. Cross-ice pass goes through Bolduc. Slavkovsky back to Bolduc. Corrali pressuring him, got a stick on it, and it goes out of play. To answer your question, Tiffany, Victor Arvidsson is back in the lineup of the Bruins tonight, and Vlad Kolyachonok in for Victor Soderstrom tonight for the Bruins. Corrali against Nick Suzuki on this face-off. Suzuki wins it back. Hudson for Caulfield. Hudson at the center point, controlling. Caulfield on the near side. Hudson gets the return. They play catch. Suzuki down low. Back to Caulfield out top. Hudson. Caulfield, center point. Rotates to his right. Slavkovsky. Zadorov. Good breakup. And Corrali clears. And congratulations to Sean Corrali playing his 600th NHL game tonight. Congratulations to Sean on that. Slavkovsky plays it across. The Bruins take it away. It's Husnudinov. Sends it ahead to Minton. And he'll just chip it in just wide of Fowler. Under a minute to go in the Montreal power play. Here comes Slavkovsky up the ice for Montreal. Mix of both units out here. Onside. Puck took a weird bounce. Hudson. Suzuki wide of Swayman. Peak trying to clear. Can't. Minton pops it up and it lands on the crowd. Out of play. 38 seconds to go in the holding penalty on Hampus Lindholm. Or holding, I should say. Elias Lindholm on the ice to take this draw against Oliver Kapanen. Is he related to the other Kapanen? Kasperi Kapanen there? McAvoy pinches against Kapanen and clears it down. Here is Noah Dobson, the former Islander. Drops it back for Kapanen. He and Demidov will swap. Montreal is offside on the entry. Do we have an answer to that question? If he is related to Kasperi Kapanen, the former Leaf, Blue, Penguin. Could have been a Bruin on a couple different occasions from what I understand. Face off just outside the Bruins' end. They're going to do it again as Gallagher got a little antsy on it. So it'll be Suzuki on the draw. Bruins win the face-off, but it gets forced back behind Swayman's net. McAvoy clears it just outside of the zone. 10 seconds to go on the power play. They're cousins? Okay. Cool. Final seconds of the power play here for Montreal. Noah Dobson almost coughs up the puck.
We are back to even strength. The Bruins get Hampus Lindholm out of the box. Here is Gallagher behind the net. Out to Mike Matheson at the left point. Controlling for Montreal. No shots on that power play for Montreal. Kastelik, good stick lift. Corrali trying to play it away there from Texier. Shot, save, rebounds, and no. McAvoy got it away and out of the zone. Bruins can't get the puck across the red line right now. Matheson, Morgan Geekie going to break that up. Lohrei. Puck sent for Kolyachonok, trying to find Geekie ahead. He can't. Now here comes Montreal. Texier shoots. Kolyachonok to block. Big tie-up against the wall there. Puck worked in around the net and deep. Dobson. Lane Hudson. Dobson again. Weak shot goes wide. Didn't get all of it. Lohrei trying to break this one out. Eventually, the puck finally comes out. Geekie battling, trying to win the puck from Slavkovsky. Cannot. Yes. Montreal had way too many guys out there. Lindholm couldn't keep it alive. 74, that's Kolyachonok's number, yes. Hampus Lindholm ahead for Pastrnak, who does well against Montreal. Pastrnak gets knocked down. No call there. Here is Hudson. Plays it along. Good pinch up against the wall there by Peak. Middlestat keeps it in. That shot saved by Fowler. Arvidsson back in the lineup. Middlestat out to the blue line. Hampus Lindholm in front. Tip save. Fowler got a good piece of that one. Middlestat wrapped up there by Demidov. Struble playing it around. Peak keeps it in. Shot tipped in front by Middlestat. A save by Fowler. And now there's some extra pushing and shoving in front. Arvidsson is in a headlock thanks to Jaden Struble, and he's pushing around Middlestat simultaneously. Struble had Arvidsson in a headlock and was pushing Middlestat too. Wow, that's two guys. It's a double doink pretty much. Oh yeah, they'll never call anything for Pasta. You're right. Make sure, guys, if you have not yet, hit the like button and subscribe. Massive like spike here on YouTube. Come on over, hit the like button, hit that thumbs up button as hard as you possibly can. It's free. It's absolutely free. Arvidsson's missed the last 5. He's back in the lineup. Face-off won by Montreal. Dobson plays it around, and it's moved ahead. Gallagher way ahead of the puck. McAvoy sends it ahead. Here's Husnudinov. Chips it to Corrali. Just past Steves' stick. Steves wrapped up there by Struble. Husnudinov trying to keep this one alive. Cannot. It's moved ahead by Velena. Gallagher chips this one in deep. Thank you, Knight. Appreciate it. Feel free to stick around. I feel like I never see you actually in the chat anymore sometimes. Would love to see you stick around. Steves trying to get it around his man. He just can't. Canadiens stuff it back in, and they'll tag up to get onside. McAvoy to Pastrnak, just through Andrew Peak, who was coming on the ice. Caulfield has it back in his own zone. Geekie, the good forecheck. Elias Lindholm takes the one-timer from a feed from Pastrnak and a kick save Fowler. Good try from Elias Lindholm. I love seeing Elias Lindholm work to the slot. Hampus Lindholm dumps it in. Matheson plays it around. That puck came right out in front, and Suzuki gets this one away. Puck goes through Andrew Peak's stick. He takes it from Caulfield. Peak, pressured by Caulfield, gets it out of the zone. Nice play to Pastrnak. Trying to find Hampus Lindholm, can't. And now Minton takes it away for Geekie. Trying to drop it for Pastrnak, could not. Hampus Lindholm keeps it in. Lindholm on the net, did not get through, it got blocked. How's the energy? For the Bruins, it's better than it usually is this time of the game. Better than it usually is. And if that's where we're at, then works for me. Kastelik, good take against Demidov. Lohrei tied up there by Demidov. Kastelik trying to send it ahead. Puck comes to Minton. Jeannot still in the box for the fight. Here is Kastelik for Kolyachonok in front. He's trying to center it for Minton, and he could not. Lohrei, that puck deflects out of play as Lohrei tried to dump it back in to make his team tag up and get onside, but just could not keep it in play. We go to commercial. We are scoreless
through 6.5 minutes. Not a bad start. I want to see the Bruins with a little bit more pace to their game. The shots they're taking aren't too bad. They're generating offense from the blue line. Just need to get some shots, like some quality A-tier chances on Fowler. Haven't really had that yet. The Lindholm one was... The Lindholm chance right in the slot on the feed from Pasternak was the best chance the Bruins have had so far. So just keep doing what you're doing. Something's bound to go in. Right? Better than last game so far. Oh, yeah, because we haven't given up 2 goals by this point, so. First guy has, the new guy some speed. Oh, yeah, Kolyachonok has some speed. Yep. I could have told you that. Yeah, it did kill all of our momentum from the fight, because Jeannot took him down, so. Jeannot, and by the way, the 2 people that were in the fight exited the box because the 5 minutes are up, so. Only 2 likes added. We need a massive like spike. All right? Hit that thumbs up button. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like spike. We need it. I'm pulling a Kyle Howe right now. Like spike. Hit that like button. It's the 5-year anniversary of this channel being created. First name of the guy? Vladislav. Vladislav. That was fast. Damn. I'm on my game tonight. I'm on my game. Sean Corrali playing in his 600th career game tonight. 308th with the Bruins. Spent the last few years in Columbus as well. There we go. That's a better number. Keep hitting that like button. We can get... Let's try to get 40 likes on the stream coming up soon. Let's try to get 40 likes. Yeah. I think that's doable. Zacha on the faceoff against Dano. Zacha wins it. Lorei for Kolyachonok. He breaks it right in the zone. Works it in deep. Hudson took it away. Here's Lane Hudson. If I say Vlad, you know... Yes, Vlad Kolyachonok. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. There's only one Vlad on the team. Backhand from Anderson is caught by Swayman. Face off on the offensive zone for in the Bruins end. Lindholm on the draw. It'll be against Dano. Dano wins it. Lane Hudson across. Geeky the breakup, and he'll have Pasternak on a 2-on-0. Geeky with Pasternak. Geeky across, and what a save by Fowler. Pasternak gets robbed in front. Lindholm back in front. Kick save again. Pasternak got robbed by Fowler. The Bruins had a 2-on-0. That was a gorgeous execution and everything. There's nothing they could have done better there. Here comes Texier across the line. He shoots, and he missed high. And it goes out of play. Swayman might have got a piece of it. I couldn't tell. Oh, let's see here. The Bruins catch a break off a great stick by Pasternak. Geeky had a 2-on-0. He had Pasternak breaking. Oh, great save. Oh, you know what? That wouldn't have been Pasternak's goal. He never touched that puck. That puck was deflected by Hudson. Never mind. But there's nothing the Bruins could have done about that. That's a great execution on a 2-on-0. That's really well done. Puck played around. Arvidsson trying to break this one out. Can't. Kept in by Bolduc. Played around. It's Caulfield. Works it back in deep. Zacha, puck bounced over his stick. Worked over to Peak, though. Lifted out of the zone. Montreal trying to backtrack on their own end. Here's Matheson. Middlestat, the good work on the forecheck. Couldn't get anything really. Couldn't get it away. Zacha to Middlestat with some space here. Spins back against Matheson. Out to Lindholm at the left point. Trying to work it in deep. Weird bounce. Middlestat gets it back into Arvidsson down low. Wrap around for Arvidsson. Stopped in front. Missed first few minutes. You missed a good start so far.
Bruins trying to keep this one in the zone here. Lindholm's stick got shattered. And how's that not a penalty? Bolduc for Caulfield shoots. Swayman the stave. And Zacha will get it away. How's that not a penalty on Montreal for a slash? Shot saved by Swayman. Lindholm, they literally... Unless I'm going insane... Let's see. I want to... Come on! Suzuki literally chopped out on that. Jesus. Come on. He literally chopped down and it broke his stick. That's a slash. That's slashing 101. Kapanen against Minton on this draw. Oh, here we go. Oh, baby. Zadorov, Jack-Eye. Here we go. This is a dream fight. Zadorov and Arbor Jack-Eye. Zadorov is just letting them have it. But Jack-Eye is not going to back down. Oh, this is going to be good. Oh, Zadorov. Oh, Jack-Eye's stumbling. He might not know where he is. He might think he's back in Montreal somewhere. They're in a wrestling match. Jack-Eye works out of a headlock from Zadorov. Both helmets are off. Zadorov is just... Jack-Eye huge lefts. And Zadorov wrestles him down. Heavyweight tilt. Oh, baby. You knew that was coming. Ha ha ha. Wins the face-off, and they're gonna stop play. It's gonna be a power play. The Bruins are gonna get a power play here. Uh-oh. Wow, they call a penalty on Montreal. Okay, Slavkovsky for interference. Bruins win the faceoff. McAvoy. Geeky loads up, and he's stopped by Fowler. Who fought? Zadorov and Arbor Jack-Eye. Zadorov took out the Wi-Fi. You're welcome. Danault waved out against Zacha. It'll be Anderson on the faceoff. Big tie-up on the draw. Montreal gets it away. It's going to be Matheson, and it's cleared all the way down. McAvoy already waiting for it. Here is McAvoy, looking for a drop feed. Drops it for Zacha. Over to Elias Lindholm now. Works it inside the blue line. McAvoy. Pasternak with space. He lost the puck. And he lost it again. 2 turnovers for Pasternak. Woo, boy. Ooh, buddy. Pasta. My God, that was not good. That was not good. Zaka. Lindholm spins and just dumps it in deep. He couldn't do anything else with it or else he would have been offside. And it's cleared down by Matheson. Here's Hampus Lindholm. The second unit comes out. Drops it for Middlestat. Middlestat, Steves, and Arvidsson with... Is that Minton? Yeah, it is. And it's cleared all the way down again. Montreal not allowing the Bruins to get in the zone here. Middlestat carries it in front of his own net for Arvidsson. 30 seconds on the power play. Middlestat chips it to Steves. Hampus Lindholm back to Middlestat off a bounce. Minton. Carrier knocked down by Steves. Hampus Lindholm keeps this one in with space. Plays it across. Who is that going to? It's Arvidsson. Lindholm to the net. Missed it high. Minton to Arvidsson. Final seconds of the power play. Lindholm, one-timer blocked. And it's going to come out, and that will do it for the power play. Only one shot on that power play for the Bruins. It could have been at least 4. Lohrei spins, throws it in the slot. Gallagher shoots. It's blocked by Peak. And you wonder why I want this guy off this team. Stupid, boneheaded mistakes like that. Puck comes in front. Cleared back out to Hudson. Left point, spinning back. To the net, blocked by Peak. They score from behind the goal line. Sammy Blake, thanks a lot, Lohrei. Merry Christmas, Montreal. Lohrei just gifted you a goal. Nice job, Lohrei. Nice going. You took out the wrong guy. Should have benched Lohrei instead of Soderstrom. Soderstrom did nothing to deserve that. Where are you throwing that puck? There is nowhere you're throwing that puck. Nowhere. Nowhere. And then it goes off. Oh my God. That went off Swayman's back of his helmet and in. Wow. Lindholm shoots. Save by Fowler. Bruins keep in. Geeky across. Pasternak saved by Fowler. On a one-timer from Pasternak. Hampus Lindholm over pinch. The Bruins get it away. It's McAvoy. Geeky, quick re-entry. He plays it across to Pasternak. Trying to drop it for Hampus Lindholm. There's 2 sticks in the way, Pasternak. Are you just not seeing the ice tonight, Pasternak? That's 3 turnovers from him alone. Slavkovsky for Demidov. Closed off by Peak. Matheson shoots. Kicks, saves Swayman. Rebound cleared away. It was Geeky. Husnudinov getting wrapped up against the wall. Kept alive. It's Matheson. Demidov in front. Broken up. Pasternak gets the pass. And it's lifted out of the zone. Husnudinov, nice bump. Geeky flips it in. Husnudinov will go for a change. Pasternak and Geeky will go for a change. Bruins keep it in. Steves, save, rebound. Corrali couldn't convert in the rebound. Lohrei pinches and keeps it in. Lohrei in front, they score! What a pass, it's Husnudinov! Bruins have tied it at 1. I'll give Lohrei his credit for that. What a pass. And Husnudinov buries it. That's a quick response right there. And we are all tied up at 1. Nice pass by Lohrei, finding Husnudinov. Great job. I'll give him that one. I'll give him that.
Steves and Josh Anderson are whacking at each other. Anderson might have his second fight of the period coming up shortly. Dano waved out. It'll be Anderson actually on the faceoff against Corrali here. Oh, sorry, Texier. They're jousting at each other now. That's two. That's two violations on Montreal. That's got to be a delay of game penalty. Come on. Consistency. Steves waves it back ahead into the offensive zone. Struble for Carrier. Off a skating in. McAvoy recovers. Corrali for Lohrei, sends it ahead. Across the blue line. Lohrei out there with McAvoy because of Zadorov being in the box. Husnudinov in front for Steves. Dangles, he lost it. Lohrei turns, couldn't get a shot away. Puck still in the slot. Montreal got it away. They had a golden opportunity in front to try to get another one. The fourth line clicking on all cylinders right now. Here is McAvoy. Puck's dumped in by Steves. He'll go off and change. Here is Veleno. Plays it around. Puck deflected out of the zone. Arvidsson. What a stick lift. Middlestat to Zacha. Zacha tied up along the wall. Middlestat gets it free. Carrier gets it away. Arvidsson the pinch. Kept in at the line by Kolyachonik. Zacha to Arvidsson. Kolyachonik, backhand. He hit the post with the shot. Zacha's chance in front. Saved by Fowler. Rebound still free. And they blow it dead. Kolyachonik ringing the iron. And Middlestat wants a piece of Struble. And Arvidsson and Gallagher are shoving at each other. Bruins Canadiens back in full swing in the Garden. Ho ho, baby. This has February 2011 written all over it. This is going to be a very testy game. There are lots of bad blood between these two teams from what happened last month. We have a penalty being assessed. Hey! Guess what? Look at the screen. We have a power play again. Coming up after the TV timeout, Bruins are going to be on the power play for the second time. Now, will they actually be effective on the power play is a whole different question. Where did the remote go? There it went. Now, this is where we're playing with some pace. I like it. I like it when the Bruins play with pace. The pace is really fast. I love it. This is when it gets good. This is, as Vince McMahon would say, such good shit. It is. It absolutely is. Your play calling back. Really? Because I have the energy, right? Is it really when I'm at my best is when the game gets crazy? Is that right? Have a YouTube anniversary. Thank you. I should have called it that. YouTube anniversary. Should have just called it YouTube anniversary. Would have saved myself some characters in the 100-digit limit. Bruins on the power play. They need to be better on this power play. First power play attempt, only one shot. They need to be much better on this power play. Bruins win the draw. McAvoy to Zacha out top. Geeky in front for Lindholm, jamming. Fowler makes a save, and there's more pushing and shoving in front. Great play by Geeky in front. The good pass to Lindholm in front. Great chances, too.
Nice tip by Geeky. Great stuff. A great find by Geeky trying to find Lindholm. Just couldn't convert. I like it, though. Face-off tied up, and it goes wide of Fowler. Montreal trying to clear, and they do, and this is the problem. The Bruins having trouble entering the offensive zone on a man advantage. This is going to be the big test here. Oh, they do the drop passes. Enter the zone, man. Lindholm to Zacha. There you go. There's a clean entry. Geeky. McAvoy. That's how you're supposed to do it. McAvoy. Morgan Geeky. McAvoy to Pasternak on the right side. Zacha in down low. Now in the circle, he and Pasternak will swap. Zacha will rotate out top. Pasternak trying to become more of a playmaker right now. Rotates in front for Geeky. Saved by Fowler. Here is Pasternak. Chips it to McAvoy, and he can't play the puck. Lindholm's got to be in the first unit. Saying it. I'm still saying it, and I'll keep saying it until they do it. Pasternak threw the puck away. What is he doing? He doesn't have the ice. He doesn't have the ice IQ tonight. That's the 4th turnover he's had, 3 of which on the special teams. Here is McAvoy trying to get it to Pasternak so he can get it ahead. Morgan Geeky. Mix of both units out there. Middlestat chips it in deep. Hudson, nice hit by Geeky. Veleno tied up with Geeky. Arvidsson digs it free. Out to Hampus Lindholm. 25 seconds to go on the power play. Pasternak fires, blocked. Hampus Lindholm. Through Pasternak to Middlestat. Geeky's in the slot. He hit the crossbar. He fans on the rebound, and Montreal will get it out. Wow, what a try from Geeky. I think that might have caught the crossbar. Arvidsson to Middlestat. Lindholm. Fires. That got blocked. Minton. Power plays up back to 5-on-5. Middlestat. Minton shoots. Did not get to the net. I don't think. I might have missed just wide. Hampus Lindholm has a broken stick. They're going to call that? Oh, no. They're going to call Arvidsson for a slash. Yet the same thing happened to Hampus Lindholm. They didn't call it. Exactly, chat. You guys are right. When Lindholm got his stick broken, they didn't call it, but yet the minute the Bruins do it, it's a call. I know they literally just had a power play. I understand that. But still. I will say, from the first power play to the second power play, night and day. Night and day. Night and day. Second power play was a lot better. Oh yeah, for sure. Look at the shot. The Bruins have 16 shots on goal. They just need to put the puck in the net here. There's no reason why Murat Husnudinov, all due respect, he's a 4th liner for the Bruins tonight, should be the only person with a goal. Oh, that shot by Geeky in the slot hit the crossbar. Let's see. I don't like that call. If you didn't call the one on Lindholm getting a stick broken, you shouldn't call that. I'm sorry. Hate to be that guy, but... Face-off tied up, and it's won by Montreal. Suzuki plays it around, and Caulfield couldn't hold it in. It's cleared all the way down. Here is Slavkovsky, broken up there by Corrali. Caulfield gets it back. Caulfield into Suzuki down low. Behind the Bruins net. Here is Caulfield. In the slot, pass deflected off of Bolduc's stick. Kastelik gets it out to center. Could have had a much better clear out if you're a Kastelik there. Minton trying to clear. Can't. Took a weird bounce in front. Hudson. Backdoor. Swayman. Great save on Suzuki in the one-timer. And Peak will get this one out of the zone. Slavkovsky. Peak the good stick lift. Minton takes it. Hampus Lindholm gets it out to center. They got to clear the puck deep. They can't just be getting the puck out of the offenses, out of their own zone. Clear it deep, too. Caulfield. Here is a chance for Suzuki in front. Peak the breakup with his skates, and it's a good clear by Jeannot. .35 seconds to go on the power play. Lane Hudson will leave it for Demidov. Or Demigod, as they're calling him in Montreal. Kapanen gets the drop feed. Cross the line with it is Kapanen. Gallagher. Good poke, he couldn't get it out with Husnudinov. Here is Demidov, back out top. Here is Demidov in down low. Gallagher. Demidov with 10 seconds to go on the power play. Zadorov, good take from Demigod, and he clears it out of the zone. They got it out of the zone. They killed off the penalty. Yeah, it should have been a trip. What are they calling here? Power play. It's going to be on Demidov. Bruins going to the power play for the third. Danault kicked out of the draw against Lindholm. It'll be Anderson on the faceoff. 4 shots to the first 2 power plays, 3 of which on the second attempt. They lose the faceoff. Pastrnak plays it around to Elias Lindholm, trying to get it back around. McAvoy is not on his line again. And the puck comes out at Zacha. Quick turn. He enters the zone. Over to Pastrnak. Now keep the puck here and bury it. McAvoy shoots. Did not miss by much. Took a high bounce. Geekie keeps it alive. McAvoy is not on his line again. You gotta be along the wall. That's on McAvoy. He's not on the wall when he needs to be on the wall. Here is Elias Lindholm with it. Broken up at the blue line, and it's cleared all the way down. Just get off the ice, McAvoy. You're not a power play You're not a power play quarterback, and I've been saying it since 2018. They don't listen to me. And, yep, so Hampus Lindholm comes out for McAvoy immediately. That was a change made by Sturm mid-power play. Good call. Here is Hampus Lindholm. For Pastrnak. He'll cross the blue line. Arvidsson works his way around a defender. In front, Pastrnak saved by Fowler. And he will hang on. What a chance by Pastrnak. He was right there in front. Let's see. Oh, close, super close. Think anyone misses Montgomery? Well, if they do, they should be traded. So, Steves will take this face-off and wins it. Hampus Lindholm fires, blocked, and it's cleared. Lindholm drops it for Arvidsson. Pasternak's still out there. Middle stat for Pasternak. He keeps it alive. Over to Steves. Fires, scores! Alex Steves with an absolute missile. And the Bruins lead 2-1. What a rocket by Alex Steves. Oh my lord. Power play goal for Alex Steves. 2-1 Boston. What a shot! Holy moly. Whoa. Power play goal for Alex Steves. What a rocket. He went bar down. That's a great shot by Steves. He went bar down. Holy moly. 10 seconds to go in the period. The Bruins have won the final chance. McAvoy to the net gets blocked. And that's Sammy Blais who to block that shot and it's forced out. What a first period. Holy cow, what a first period. Wow. What a first period that was. The Bruins take a 2-1 and lead into the room. When was the last time the Bruins led anything into a first period? Wow. Holy. Good God, what a period that was. The last time the Bruins led in a game was against going out of the first period was the Winnipeg game. They have not led in the first period in games. And we all breathe. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button and subscribe. Donations are more than welcome. It's a big night. Would be very appreciated, obviously. Don't have to, but... Holy. Islanders back in 2021. So, funny story. My first like 25 or 30 streams got deleted off YouTube.
So my first stream was actually a Bruins-Flyers game in 2021. The first one that's listed is the Bruins-Islanders one from 2021, yeah. But... yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I had to do it for some reason. You getting snow? Yes. Stats through the first 20 minutes. Bruins outshot Montreal. No, YouTube. No, I had to do it. That was something I had to do for YouTube. Bruins outshot Montreal 17-8 in the first 20 minutes. Both teams, so it was 50-50 on the faceoffs. Both teams won 11 of 22. The Bruins power play went 1 for 3. Montreal's went 0 for 2. There was 30 penalty minutes combined. 16 for Montreal, 14 for Boston. 12 hits for Montreal, 6 for Boston. 8 block shots for Montreal, 4 for Boston. 5 giveaways each, 2 takeaways for Montreal, 1 for Boston. We say 2021, we talked about the 21 pandemic shortened season. Yes. The one where they got to the second round and got eliminated by the Islanders, that season was my first one. The Rask abandonment year. No, he didn't leave that year. That was the year after. Where, like, the arenas were at, like, some capacity for fans. Like, we were at, like, the Islanders series, it was, like, the Capitals series was, like, 25%, and then they opened up to 100% during the Islanders series. So... wait, Lake Tahoe. Yes, we did. I didn't call that game, unfortunately. We actually have a transaction to report midstream. Oh boy. You want to know why Soderstrom didn't play tonight? He just got sent back to Providence. And I believe the reason why... I believe the reason why is because he's reaching 10 games. We're getting close to 10 games, and he would need waivers to be sent back to the American Hockey League. So they sent him down. And by the way, the joke going around Twitter right now is the fact that they said, oh yeah, we saw one period of Kolyachonik and went, oh yeah, that's right, we have this guy. He's our guy. Screw Soderstrom. We have Kolyachonik. That's funny. Also, I believe Jonathan Aspero is coming back soon. So, yeah. Yeah, the Bruins were in a division with, oh god, Rangers, Devils, Islanders, Sabres, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh. There's one other team. Capitals. That was their division. Get the New Year's game in Edmonton. I'll be streaming that game next Wednesday at 9:30 Eastern right here on YouTube. We'll be live right here at 9:30, which means if you're on the East Coast, it will go from 25 to 26 during the stream. Come here at 9:30 next Wednesday for a New Year's special Bruins and Oilers. Detroit was in a division with Nashville, Carolina, Florida, Tampa. They were in that division. Think when Aspro comes back, that's when Laura goes away? No, I don't think so. No. Think with Aspro, only one who likes the Canadian division? No. I liked it to a certain extent. I thought it made things interesting. But, yeah. The Bruins didn't play the Leafs once that year. Or the Canadiens. You know, like, once. COVID kind of killed the rivalry, so it's glad it's back. Shouldn't Harris be back soon? I don't know. Ducks are in a division with Minnesota of all teams. Yes. Back by December or January. I don't know. I don't know when he's coming back. He skated earlier in the week. Might have been like last week. It might have been like Thursday or Friday he skated or something like that. I'm gonna take my life in my hands and say it here though, and say that Montreal Vegas semifinal was wicked entertaining. Oh, it was. It was a great series. Is that what it did with Oh, for Harris? No idea. Haven't heard a peep on him. All I know is that he skated later Thursday. For those who, I'm going to play the video again. For those who did not see the video that I played at the start of stream tonight to kind of commemorate the last 5 years, I'm going to roll it here for the next couple minutes, just so we get back to first period coverage here. So, do second period coverage coming up right after this video. Don't go anywhere. 5 years ago, I posted my very first YouTube video. It was a while back. I was 16. I didn't know what I was doing. And now we've turned it into this fantastic, out of this world, I didn't think we were going to get to this point situation. With this huge community, with over 2,000 of you, and I'm very, very grateful for everything we've done together over the last 5 years. And to celebrate this spectacular moment, let's take a look back at some of the best memories over the last 5 years. Here we go. And welcome into the live stream, folks. Welcome into the live stream, folks. Welcome to the live stream tonight.
Coyle slowing down. He waits for a drop feed. He has it. Carlo! Score!
The newborn dad has a possible break. He has Heinen with him. 2-on-1. Here's Zaka. Shot. Score! It's Pavel Zaka!
Don't remember get full email? I don't. What's going on?
Lindholm walks in, scores! Hampus Lindholm wins the game for the Bruins.
It's game over.
They win it in overtime.
W.
Horford for 3. He got it! Celtics up by 3. Al Horford. Timeout Golden State.
Marchand across. Coyle scores. Charlie Coyle. It's a power play goal.
He made the stop! The Bruins win a game! The Bruins won! Takes it away. Bohlquist, the game on his stick. Bohlquist scores! The Bruins win! Jesper Bohlquist in overtime! Six hours officially. A shot. Oh my God! Florida scored! They won the game! Matt Tkachuk. This game is finally over. Behind him, Palmieri works off the puck by Bergeron. Pastrnak for Marchand for DeBrusk in front, and DeBrusk scores! Pastrnak, Krejci, Zacha scores again! What a pass by the check line! Check, mate! Bergeron scores! Patrice Bergeron! On the power play, the Bruins take a 2-1 lead. Battling across, Zacha scores! Bruins win 4-3 in overtime.
Back to the line, Zadorov. Kastelik shoots. Score! Mark Kastelik. What is happening? It's 2-2. Puck comes in front. Pastrnak. He scores!
The Bruins win! David Pastrnak! The Bruins win Game 7 in overtime!
Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Bruins lead 2-1 at the end of 20 minutes at TD Garden. Their second period is going to start up here on the other side of this commercial break that they're showing right now on Nesson. What a little flashback, right? What a lot of memories. A lot of memories through the first 5 years of this YouTube channel. Cheers. First ever Sam Smith stream was in that complex. What one was it? What was your first one? We can do this. What was the first game or stream that you watched? When was the first time you discovered me? I would really want to know. By the way, shout out to Soph for getting this for me for Christmas. Thank you. Zacha OT goal against Florida. Well, that's a great start, huh, isn't it? That was 2 years ago? Almost 3 years ago now? 2 years ago. Bruins vs. Canes, Game 7, 2022. Yeah, but we knew each other before then, DJ. Yeah. Preseason 2025. Wow. Carolina leads 2-0. TV broken, I found you? Well, there you go. Gotta make do. Dallas tied it at 1. Capitals tied it at 1. Okay, we're good. All right. Second period coverage on YouTube is brought to you by Benable. Recommend, discover, and monetize. Bruins with a 2-1 lead through 20 minutes. Second period coming up. We are underway. Period 2 is a go. Jackeye throws it ahead, and now here comes Montreal. As they won the faceoff, they'll gather possession. Donnell gets around Andrew Peak. Hampus Lindholm's back to get the puck. Bruins had 17 shots in the first period, had the 2-1 lead. Jeannot flips this one ahead. Now here's Phil Donnell. Jackeye sends it across. And now here's Jaden Struble. Will carry it across the Bruins line. He shoots wide of Swayman. Texier wrapped up against the wall. Whoa! What a hit by Minton! Holy crap, what a hit that was. Jeannot try to keep this one, try to get this one out. Montreal kept it in. McAvoy sends it ahead. He'll have Minton 3-on-2 with Jeannot and Kastelik. That's Arvidsson. Jeannot's in! What a stop by Fowler on Jeannot. Oh, Tanner just got robbed. And then Jeannot took a whack at Struble, too. What a pass by, what a shift by Minton. That's a monstrous shift. The hit, the entry. Nice job. Good save by Fowler on Jeannot. He avoids the hit from Lindholm, and then Minton just decks him. He decked Texier. Love it. And he's a little banged up. Puck will be kept in by Arvidsson off a bad pass by Montreal. Couldn't get it far as Suzuki took it away, but Zacha took it right back. As puck gets forced past Zadorov and out. It was by Bolduc. Middlestat for McAvoy. Sends it ahead through Arvidsson, trying to break it in the zone. Took a weird bounce. Middlestat trying to hop on it, just could not. Middlestat shot out of a cannon on the forecheck. Dobson trying to chip this one ahead. He'll get it to Suzuki. Suzuki gets around McAvoy, gets around Middlestat. Pasternak out there. Dumped in there by Matheson. Zacha plays it around McAvoy for Middlestat. Trying to get this one out. It's kept inside the line by Montreal. Zacha gets it, able to retrieve it for Zadorov. Back through Middlestat. Zacha can't dump it on the backhand. Zadorov. Oh, Pasternak didn't know, and now it's a break-in for Demidov. He scores. Pasternak did not know that Zadorov left it for him, and the game is tied at 2. That's on Zadorov. That's not on Pasternak. Zacha left it there, and Pasternak kept skating because he didn't know he was gonna get. He didn't know. And then Ivan Demidov with a great move, and he buries it to tie it at 2. A minute 58 into the period, it's 2-2. Demidov is 9th of the season. Hampus Lindholm dumps in. Demidov, Hampus Lindholm keeps it inside the blue line. Puck forced ahead, and Montreal will try to break this one right back out. Slavkovsky drop feed over to Carrier across the blue line. Swayman makes a save on that one. $17:41 to go in the second period, just over 2 minutes in. 2-2's the score. Montreal goal to tie it up just moments ago was Ivan Demidov, his 9th of the season. Face-off tied up. Bruins will move this one ahead, but Carrier cuts it off at the blue line and dumps it right back in deep. Swayman plays it to Kolyachonik. Carrier pinches against Pasternak and kept it alive. As puck's played to Morgan Geekie, sent out of the zone. Will this be icing? Yes, it will. Lindholm will take this draw against Veleno. Tie up here. Montreal wins the draw. Carrier. Shot by Struble is caught by Swayman. Sorry, that's Hudson, excuse me. Caught by Swayman. Buffalo with a 2-1 lead. Pasternak's the third Bruin all-time with a 12-plus game point streak versus the Canadiens. The other two, Herb Kane and Bobby Orr. Bobby Orr has 14 straight games. Had 14 straight games with a point against the Canadiens in his career. Herb Kane with 13, Pasternak with 12. Tie up here. It's won by Montreal again. Carrier shot blocked. Anderson right circle. Swayman scoops that up on Phil Deneau. And Swayman getting away from trouble. Corrali giving Deneau the business. And they're really mixing it up. It's Corrali and Deneau. The referees aren't trying to let it happen, but they both want to make it happen, and they will not. Show some grit. Show some P and V. Get your heads back in the game here. Suzuki against Zaka on the face-off on both guys' dominant side. Big tie-up. The Bruins win the face-off. McAvoy. Now break this up. Get a good offensive possession here. Arvidsson. Zaka. Trying to chip it to Arvidsson. Taken back by Suzuki. Pinball through a couple of Montreal skates. And it comes to Bolduc somehow. Shot blocked by Zadorov. Now here's Arvidsson. Sends it to Middlestat in the neutral zone. He'll just chip it in deep. Didn't have a lot of options. Dobson plays it around for Matheson. Here is Caulfield. Just past Arvidsson's stick. Caulfield across the line. Drop pass. Arvidsson breaks it up. Bolduc knocked into by Arvidsson. Hampus Lindholm forces it to Middlestat. Lifts this out of the zone. Arvidsson's the only man there. Here is Arvidsson. Fakes a slap shot. He goes short side. Saved by Fowler. That was a great opportunity by Arvidsson. I kind of wish he just ripped it. I kind of wish he just freaking ripped that slap shot. He kind of killed his own angle with that wrist shot. Kind of wish he just ripped it off the rush. 80s style, you know? From the fake a bit, just not enough. Yeah, I agree. But in my heart, I'm like, just rip that thing, you know? Like, come on, Victor. You have a slap shot. Use it, you know? Puck comes out of the zone. Kolyachonik sends it ahead. Goes through Geeky. Now here is Deneau. A backhand save by Swayman. He got a piece of it. Chance hit the post on that shot from the blue line. Lorais chips it out of the zone. Puck comes to Lindholm. Just ahead of... These three don't have any sort of chemistry. Oh my god. Yeah, no, they need to switch up the top line. These three have zero chemistry whatsoever. They're forcing the top three to play with each other, and they don't have any chemistry. Most of the turnovers the Bruins have had tonight have been at the hands of the top line. Oh, baby, that's not good. We have a power play here. The Bruins are going to actually be on the power play for the fourth time here tonight. It's going to be a slashing penalty on Montreal here. Okay. Tie up. And the puck comes out of the zone. Geeky will backtrack. Here is Zacha for Pasternak. For Lindholm, and it's offside. Or deflected up into the bench, out of play, sorry. Top line, Geeky, Lindholm, Pasternak. Drop passes, please. I know, I've had enough. Steve Spott. You had a good power play in Dallas and Vegas. What did they not do? They didn't do drop passes. You got to tell them to stop doing that. It kills all your momentum. Lindholm wins the draw. Pasternak to McAvoy. Geeky fakes the one-timer. McAvoy. Pasternak right point. Zacha. He walks right in front. He missed high. And it goes out of play. Minute 31 to go on the power play here. Lindholm on this face-off against Danault. Lindholm wins it back. McAvoy keeps it inside the line. McAvoy walking the blue line. Geeky. McAvoy gets it back. Geeky in the left circle. McAvoy knocks it down to Geeky. Lindholm's in the corner. Pasternak crashes the net and couldn't get a stick on it. McAvoy keeps it in. Here's Geeky. McAvoy out top. Fakes the shot. Pasternak left circle. Now in the slot. Shoots. And it gets blocked. And it goes out of play. Hit the net. Please hit the net. Minute 2 to go on the power play for the Bruins. Second unit coming out. They lose the face-off. It's Matheson who plays it around. The puck will come all the way out. Lohrei for Minton. Here is Lohrei. No Hampus Lindholm on the second unit. Arvidsson spins back. Over to Lohrei. Back over to Arvidsson. Has some space. Middlestat. In front for Minton. Couldn't get the pass through. Here is Steves. Arvidsson along the wall. Lohrei out top with some space. Middlestat looking. Lohrei. Steves left circle. Fires. Blocked. What a block. Lohrei trying to throw it to the net. Got blocked. Minton. Wrapped up at Steves. Gets it free. Across for Middlestat. Back across. Too many lefties on one power play. Lohrei to the net. Saved by Fowler. Final seconds of the power play. It's clear all the way down. One shot in that power play, and it wasn't an effective one. It was from the blue line. Hampus Lindholm will dump in, cross corner. Took a weird bounce. Jeannot knocked it down to keep it alive. Jeannot, Corrali, and Kastelik out there because Minton was on the power play unit. Nice hit by Kastelik on Alex Carrier behind the play. Here comes Hudson. A chance for Caulfield. Saved by Swayman. Corrali ahead for Jeannot. Slows up. Puck played past Peak, and it's just lifted in. The Bruins at a 3-on-2. If that pass was connected with Peak, it's a nice entry. Just couldn't. Zadorov keeps it in. There was nobody there on the keep it. Here is Carrier. Could be the first power play. I completely disagree. It needs to be Hampus Lindholm on this first unit, in my opinion. Here is Jeannot. For Zadorov. Behind his own net. Puck sent ahead. It goes off a stick and in. Dobson plays it around. Zadorov keeps it inside the line. It's McAvoy. To the net. Saved by Fowler. And he'll hang on to the rebound. And he'll hang on. And they go to commercial. They go to commercial. 2-2. Ugh. Get your shots to the net on the power play. It's not rocket science. The lower I go before this game's over. Low-key, I'm kind of feeling that too. For some reason. I don't know if it's a Lori goal, but I think we're going to have a defenseman score tonight for sure. Thank you, TA. I appreciate it. Low-key, give me a Vlad Kolyachonik goal tonight. Vlad goal would be sick. Oh, yeah, it would. Adam Pellerin. Love that guy. Big tie up here off the face-off, and Montreal comes away with it. That's icing. That's icing. That's a missed icing from the officials. Demidov was way behind the line when he dumped that in. Was way behind the line. That wasn't even close. Here is Demidov. Zadorov took it away. Slavkovsky back out to the blue line. A drive, one-timer. Good glove save by Swayman. Is that, am I going insane, or did anybody else see that the fact that was way ice, that was way not even close to being a clean dump in without it being icing? Am I going nuts? Minton wins the faceoff in his own zone. Lori sends it ahead. Here's Kastelik. Big tie-up along the wall. Blais wrapped up with Jeannot. Puck's dumped into the offensive zone by Slavkovsky. Swayman plays it to Lori, trying to send it ahead. Can't. Here is Gallagher. Kolyachonik, good pressure. Gets him off the puck. Jeannot wrapped up by Gallagher. Blais there for support too. Montreal doing a good job keeping the puck in the offensive zone. Bruins got to respond. Pass right out in front. Minton, the good breakup on Veleno. Lori's down. Here's Kolyachonik. He's in. He didn't miss by much. Oh, boy. Veleno dumps in. Lori went right off the ice. I'll give you an update on Lori once I get one. It didn't look good. Lindholm sends it ahead. It goes off Arvidsson's stick. He has to play it back. Kolyachonik for Arvidsson. Hampus Lindholm sends it ahead off Zaka's skate. Couldn't play it. Here comes Montreal. Slavkovsky's shot blocked. The rebound in front cleared away. Bruins almost had a 2-on-1. Puck sent to Middlestat from Lindholm. And we'll have to hold back for a sec. Here is Middlestat. Cuts around his defender. Just got to get it in the offensive zone. Can't really get it in deep. Puck sent ahead. Peak wraps up Anderson. Puck comes out of the zone. Here's Carrier. Dumps it in deep. I don't like the way the Bruins have played in the second period. I'm not a fan. They're getting pinned in their own zone way too much for my liking. Peak wrapped up against the wall. This is what Montreal's game is. Wear and tear. Forecheck galore. They can't get it out again. It's Carrier. Puck comes in front, goes across the goal mouth wide. Bolduc. Here is Suzuki. Peak the stick lift. Arvidsson will try to break this one out. He'll carry it into the neutral zone. Sends it ahead, deflected off a skate. No icing. Bruins can get a full change. And good lord, do they need it. McAvoy sends it ahead. Pasternak tied up. McAvoy digs it free. For Pasternak. Trying to thread it through two defenders. He just got put in a phone booth. Here comes Demidov. Shot. Blocked. A rebound try. Didn't miss by much. Dobson. Matheson in front. McAvoy. Good takeaway. Slavkovsky keeps it in. They're just rotating. They're skating circles around the Bruins right now. Out top. Matheson. Didn't miss by much. Here's Elias Lindholm. Has to spin back. He didn't have an option to go north. He finds McAvoy. He'll try to break this one up the ice here. Off the linesman. Didn't get far. The Bruins can't get a full change. Here is Gallagher across the line. Kolyachonok knocked down. Gallagher shot wide. Here is Deneau. Shot. Puck comes in front. Swayman smothers it. Bruins getting... the Bruins, man. Good lord. Have not played good since the last commercial. They have not played well. Rink very tilted. Very, very tilted. And I don't like it. Shots in this period are 8-5 Montreal. Anything on Lowry? Don't know. He missed a shift. I'll give him that. He missed a shift. Kolyachonok was out there with Lindholm. Lowry is holding his face on the bench. Well, that's fun. It's going to be the third period next time I check. 2-2 in that game. Okay, we're good. They're showing Price versus Thomas back from 2011 right now. While they were doing their ad reads coming out of break. They're playing Feliz Navidad right now. They didn't play it during either of the fights, but they're playing it now. $8:13 to go in the second period. We are tied at 2. Jeannot got decked by Jack Guy, and Kastelik immediately came over. There's Mason Lowry, so he looks like he's all right, which is good. Puck comes in front, save. Lowry sends it ahead. Jack Guy broken up on the neutral zone. Gallagher just onside. Kolyachonok, good pressure. Couldn't get the puck free. Jack Eyes, one-timer, blocked by his own guy. It was Blais, and he immediately is going to skate away from the puck. Shot blocked by Lohrei. Puck, the ice is very tilted right now. Lohrei sends it ahead. It's going to be icing. Very tilted ice right now. Don't like it. Let's see. High stick! Missed high stick from the officials. That's why Lohrei was hurt. Missed high stick. Gallagher caught him up high at the end of a shift. Minton on the draw, wins it. Kolyachonok for Lohrei, sends it ahead. Kept in by Montreal again. Minton takes down Suzuki. Minton digs it free from Caulfield. Jeannot, he gets... They're trapped out there. Lohrei sends it ahead. Can't get it out. Held in. Minton, great stick. Here come the Bruins. Here's Minton. End of a shift for these guys. Minton spins back, allows his team to change, dumps it back in deep. Husnudinov right on it. Bolduc. Hudson. A big tie up there on Carrier. Bolduc, peek on it. Puck comes to Sean Corrali. The Bruins will have to regain possession in their own zone. Lindholm and Caulfield collide. Here's Corrali, works his way right through the defense. Husnudinov works his way around the net. Hampus Lindholm left point. Husnudinov for Steves. Thrown off the puck by Slavkovsky. Just gets outsized. Slavkovsky's a big dude, and Steves is not really. Puck moved ahead. Demidov, peak, good tie-up. It's broken up. Lindholm knocks down Hudson. Kapanen across for Dobson. Lindholm's got somebody wrestled down. They're letting him play. All right, it worked. Thanks, refs. Here's Alex Steves. He couldn't get it past Dobson. The Bruins will go for a change. They're going to call it. They're going to call Lindholm for the interference. The referee down in the corner was looking right at it, but the guy from Narnia calls the penalty. Danault walks right in and poke checked off the puck by Zadorov. Zadorov knocks into him. Touch up. What do they call? McAvoy's got Oliver Kapanen locked up. Bruins are pissed off. I'd be shoving the officials down too, low-key. McAvoy still wants a piece of Kapanen. McAvoy just went like this. Right at him. He went to this right at him. They're going to have McAvoy. That's it. It's going to be 5-on-3 for 2 minutes here. It's going to be a double minor for high sticking on Steves. Four-minute power play for Montreal coming up. I know, Exotic. I know. Ugh. Not a fan. The referees have been bad all season. All season across the NHL. It's not just for the Bruins. It's across the entire league. The officiating has been really bad. Yeah. He high-sticked him. Did I even hit him in the face? Okay. 4 minutes. Penalty kill. Need you to be big right now. Suzuki waved out against Corrali. It'll be Slavkovsky on the draw. Montreal wins it. Can't control the officiating. You control what you can control right now. Corrali pokes it out of the zone. Suzuki for Slavkovsky. Corrali pushes him. Slavkovsky enters the zone anyway. Montreal is offside. Yes, they are. "24 seconds into the double minor for high sticking on Steves. Minton will take this draw against Suzuki. Suzuki wins it. Montreal dumps it in eventually. Hampus Lindholm. Stick goes flying. Here is Suzuki with some space. Bolduc. Slavkovsky. Hudson. Caulfield controls for Suzuki. A little bit of a switch. Caulfield backdoor feed. Slavkovsky. Great second chance effort, but he missed high. Lindholm with a great stick. Not allowing that chance from Slavkovsky to be clean. Puck comes into the slot. Montreal trying to get this one out. Or Montreal trying to keep this one in. Bruins trying to get this one out. They can't. Here is Dobson. Kapanen put it wide. Gets it back. Josh Anderson. Dobson for Demidov. Good stick by McAvoy. Hampus Lindholm to Zacha. He has Husnudinov. Zacha will get this one in the neutral zone. Zacha shot on the net. Saved there by Fowler. I love how Exotic is nitpicking every little thing the Canadiens do. Gallagher across the line. I love it. Keep him consistent. Call him out. Peak digs it free. Here comes Corrali. He has Lohrei short-handed here. Corrali spins back. He's going to hold. Good from Corrali. I love it. And it's clear all the way down. Half the power play to go. 2 minutes down, 2 more to go. Here is Dobson. Here is Suzuki. Cross the lines, dumped in. Suzuki wrapped up by Peak. Bolduc in down low. Peak wrapped up. Suzuki in the behind, now in the far corner. Puck comes to the blue line, held in. Minson, good skate, but it bounced right to Nick Suzuki. Slavkovsky, backdoor was Caulfield, he just missed. Minson clears. Puck comes out. Jeannot racing for it, and he wins the battle from Slavkovsky. He got knocked down. They were just going for the puck. Jeannot is going to wrap the puck up for a few seconds there. Now here's Slavkovsky. Trip? Yeah, maybe. Oh, Caulfield's in! Swayman, good save. McAvoy will try to clear, and he will. Under a minute to go in the 5-on-4. 45 seconds now. Dobson drops back. Here is Demidov, who has the game-tying goal. The only goal in this period. Here is Dobson for Gallagher. Across. One-timer. Saved by Swayman on Anderson. Husnudinov takes it away. He'll move it in with Kastelik. Short-handed bid. Trying to throw it across. It got broken up on the slot. He should have just shot that puck. Anderson, quick re-entry. Shot wide. Here is Anderson. Lohrei gets it away from trouble. Clears it around his own net. Dobson keeps it inside the line. Off Husnudinov and out. Final 10 seconds of the penalty. Steves will exit in about 5 seconds as long as they can hold him off here. Veleno, Lohrei, the take. Kapanen keeps it alive for Montreal. Steves exits the box. Shot wide. They killed off the double minor. Only 2 shots in the double minor. Veleno, save. Rebound. Montreal still pressuring like it's a power play right now. They still have 4 tired penalty killers out there right now. Shot blocked. Lindholm sends it ahead for Steves. Steves chips it in. He gets tripped. He got tripped. No call. Referees are still being one-sided. He got tripped big time in the slot. No call. Here, the referees are about as... Oh my God. They are not good tonight. They called that offside? Oh my God. Oh my God. Did the refs put money down? Like, I'm legitimately asking that. That's not offside. This is the worst officiating I've ever seen in the history of the league. Oh my God. They're getting worse by the game. I thought Saturday was bad. That was nothing. This is blatant. Oh my God. Pasternak, quick re-entry. He splits the defense. He tried to drop it for Geeky. He should have just shot the puck himself. Icing on Montreal at 27.3. Absolutely losing its mind. Josiah, the officiating in this game has been the worst I've ever seen it. This is some of the worst officiating I've ever seen in the history of the NHL. I have never seen worse consistent officiating. It's been consistently inconsistent. Saturday was nothing compared to this one. Nothing. They called Steves for a high stick, yet Lohrei got high sticked a couple minutes earlier and they didn't call it, and the referees were looking right at it. Like... 20 seconds to go in the period. It's 2-2. Puck comes in the slot. Geeky gets it. He can't get a shot away. Puck's popped up. Geeky digs it free. In front. Scramble. Score! No goal! They waved it off! That's not interference! Lindholm scored and they didn't count it, and now McAvoy's taking shot to Slavkovsky. And now we're going to have a brawl. There's at least 3 fights about to break out. Geeky's into it with Suzuki. Zadorov wants Gallagher. McAvoy's into it with Slavkovsky. Let's see. No! Slavkovsky was interfering with Fowler, not Pasternak. That's a goal. That's a goal. That's a goal. That's a goal. Pasternak never touched Fowler. He never touched him. If I'm the Bruins, I'm challenging this right away. That's awful! And they gave the Bruins a penalty for it! This is blatant! Are you joking me? This is awful! The Bruins gonna be short-handed after this! They scored and they get rewarded with a penalty for it! Where is the contact? You gotta challenge that. You've got to challenge that. It's gonna be a power play for Montreal. Oh no, they gave Slavkovsky roughing too. Marco, you have to challenge that. Marco, challenge it, Marco. You have a choice. Challenge this. That's a goal. That's a goal. Slavkovsky touched Fowler. Pasternak never did. That's a goal. And they're not going to challenge. Come on, Sturm. Come on, man. That's awful. Marco, how the hell do you not challenge that? And that's how that ends the worst period I've ever seen officiated. You. That's atrocious. That's a fireable offense. You don't challenge that. I don't care you're a first-year coach. What the hell is that? Come on, dude. That's awful. How do you not challenge that? That's a blatant... I don't even know. These refs are awful. They're so bad. Clearly goal interference. Shut up. Watch the game. Pasternak never touched the goalie. Never touched him. Never touched him. Never touched him. Never touched him. That is the worst. Oh my God. I hope that Sturm looks at it and goes, damn, we should have challenged that. The video crew said no challenge. I don't know how. I don't know how. Where was the interference? Good God. That is bullshit. And they gave the Bruins a penalty, by the way. That's the worst part about that. They gave them a penalty. I don't get it. Watch the game. Watch it back. Pasternak did not touch Fowler. He didn't push Slavkovsky into Fowler. Slavkovsky bumped his goalie, and he happened to go down, and Lindholm scored. Watch the game, please. That's what I saw live. I saw it live, and I said that's a goal. I saw the replay and said that's a goal. And I'm not being biased when I say that either. That is a goal.
Even Nesson's Twitter admin is saying it was a goal. I don't get that. Montreal's getting revenge for 97 with the screw jobs. Holy crap. Oh my god. It should be 3-2 Boston right now. It should be 3-2 Boston at the moment. TSN coverage says that should have been a goal. Thank you! Even the Canadian feed says it's a goal. I don't get it. What is up with the officiating this year? It's worse than ever before. Like last year it was fine. This year it's awful. I don't get it. I don't understand. Habs, all unban your account. Stop banning him. I'll unban your account. Let me go in and do that. Hold on. I'm just mad because that should have been a goal. It absolutely 100%. I will not take any other answer than yes, it should have been a goal. And if you disagree, I'm sorry, you need to watch it back. You know it's bad when the TSN, the non-Bruins broadcast, is saying it was saying it's a goal. I don't get it. Where's my unban? I'm watching it was a goal. Pasternak, he did not touch Fowler. It's a goal. I don't understand. Okay, yeah, we unhit him. There you go. Good God. It's a goal. I'm not even being biased when I say that it's a goal. I'm not, like, that is not goalie interference. That's bad. That is awful officiating. When the Canadiens broadcast is saying that it's a goal, means that it's a goal. I don't care. That's a goal. If the Bruins lose this game tonight, I'm going to look at that one and go, yep, that's why. What the hell happened? So here's what happened. So here's why I was screaming when everybody was screaming. So Pasternak was in the crease. Slavkovsky was next to him. Slavkovsky bumped into Pasternak, who fell, and Slavkovsky fell on top of Fowler. Lindholm scored, and they said it was goalie interference. I mean, come on, dude. That's, like, that is one of the worst no calls I've ever seen. I don't know. It's a goal. The refs are supposed to call that a goal and then review. They're just an extremely piss-poor job of officiating to take a goal off the board. Hate seeing refs take over in such a great game. Scott McLaughlin is at the Garden live as media member for WEEI. That's what he's saying. The Bruins could have challenged this as far as I know. The overturned rate on goals waved off for goalie interference is low, but I don't know. This one seemed obvious. We'll be curious to hear why they didn't challenge. I would love to hear why Sturm didn't challenge that, because that's the first question I'm asking. That is the first question I'm asking Marco Sturm. Why didn't you challenge that? Win or lose tonight. Win or lose. The first question I'm asking is why you didn't challenge it. Why? That's the first question I want to know. Let's move on. No, because it will make or break a game. If the Bruins lose tonight, we will know why. We will know exactly what moment to look at and go, yep, that's why. So I'm not going to let up on this. I will not back down. That's awful officiating. Not good. Yeah, I don't know. No goal. Why do you think it's a good goal? Why do you not think it's a goal? I genuinely want. I genuinely want to know. I want to know why you don't think it's a goal. Because Pastrnak did not touch Fowler at all. He didn't touch him. He didn't push Slavkovsky into Fowler. I want to know why he didn't. I want to know why that shouldn't have counted. I would genuinely want to know. I genuinely want to know. Yeah, Neston's talking about it now. Let's see. That's not enough. Pastrnak is 50 pounds and 4 inches smaller than Slavkovsky. There's no reason why that's good interference. He didn't push him that hard. He didn't even really touch him, really. That's not goalie interference. That's awful. Wish you could show a replay. I wish I could too. I wish I could too. I would totally show it and say, hey. Call similar to this where we scored on that exact same thing and said no goal to us. Well, that's fair. Should have been goals for them too. If it's the same thing as that, it should have been a goal. Should have been a goal for that, and it should have been a goal for this. Horse crap, yeah.
I hope they have an NHL Edge visualizer of that. I want to show that. I want to see what that looks like. I don't usually get that hot at officiating. Like, sometimes I do. But not often. When I get hot at officiating, there's a damn good reason. If you're gonna be mad at it, yeah. It's a goal to me. It's 100% a goal. I think it's a goal 100% of the time, any situation. Like, if the Bruins were the culprits and if McAvoy fell on top of Zadorov, let's say, fell on top of Swayman, and somebody from Montreal buries it, I say, oh yeah, that's a goal. It's self-inflicted goal interference, something the Canadiens did. I hope the Bruins come out pissed in the third period. I hope they just start kicking ass and fighting people and then scoring at the end to win it. I wish the referees could face the media. The referees are booed as they enter onto the ice for the third period. Oh boy. Well. Third period of Bruins coverage on YouTube is presented to you tonight by Black and Gold Productions. Head on over to blackandgoldhockey.com to go check out articles about the Bruins organization, including the U.S. World Juniors roster is going to be coming out probably tomorrow. So the referees were met with loud boos as they come onto the ice. Wow. I don't know what you want me to do there. I don't know what you want Pasternak to do there. Oh boy. By the way, we are going to be in 4-on-4 here for a minute 56. Nothing horrible. It is. It's horrible. It's not just horrible against it's horrible against the whole league. The officiating this year has been worse than it ever has been. It's been as bad as I've ever seen it. I'd rather take the fine and talk about the officials. I would too. All All right. All right, lock back in. Third period about to start. If they lose tonight, if the Bruins lose tonight, we'll know why. That's all I'll say about that. Let's go. Third period is underway. Bruins going from left to right. Montreal going from right to left. It's 4-on-4 for the first minute, 56 of the third. McAvoy. Pastrnak enters the zone. Fires a shot that gets blocked. Lindholm tied up and it's thrown out of the zone. Pastrnak takes it from Dobson. Here is Pastrnak. Splits two defenders. Walks right in the zone. Has to spin back. Doesn't have a lot of options. Finds Elias Lindholm, who scored, but it didn't count. Inside the line, here's Pastrnak with it. Keeps it alive. Down low. Gets wrapped up by Dobson. Dobson takes it away. Allowed his full team to change. He'll go off for a change now. 1 minute to go in the 4-on-4. Zadorov and Slavkovsky will exit. Hudson crosses the line. Goes wide of Kapanen. Kapanen trying to tuck it in. Swayman made a good save. And now here's Husnudinov. He has Minton. He'll drop back for Andrew Peeke. For Lohrei. 30 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Lohrei throws it ahead of Peeke. Couldn't find it. Montreal will get possession. Here comes Hudson. Crosses the line. In the middle. Can't play it. Anderson against Lohrei. Lohrei poke-checked off the puck. Poke-checks Anderson off the puck. 4-on-4 wrapping up. Final few seconds of it. Here comes Husnudinov. Flips it out of the zone and out. And it goes out of play. 4-on-4 is up. We're back to 5-on-5. Putting it back on the screen for a second. No thanks. 1 second to go in the 4-on-4. Face-off one by Zacha. Here is McAvoy. Sends it into the neutral zone. Here is Zacha. He'll dump in deep so the Bruins can finish a change. Middlestat keeps it in against Demidov. Middlestat to Arvidsson in front. Pinball's wide and comes out of the zone. Detroit and Dallas going to OT. Okay. Here is Zadorov. For Zacha. He dumps in around the net and deep. Puck bounced over a stick of Montreal. Peeke was not there waiting for it as Zadorov went for a change. Here is Peeke. For Hampus Lindholm, who comes out. Lindholm dumps it in, trying to get it ahead to Pastrnak. Just couldn't get it to him cleanly. Gallagher moves it ahead for Blais, who has one of the Montreal goals tonight. It's dumped in. Peeke takes the bump there from Veleno. Geeky for Hampus Lindholm. Bruins will try to break this one out. Puck goes through Pasternak's stick. He doesn't have a good stick tonight. He has not been playing great tonight at all. Here is Nick Suzuki with some speed. The Bruins got caught in a change. Suzuki spins back against McAvoy. Matheson to the front, goes wide, and it comes out of the zone. Puck comes back into the Montreal end here. Dobson spins off against Kastelik. Sends it ahead for Caulfield. Cuts against Jeannot. Puck thrown backwards for Montreal as it went off of a skate. And now Struble will hang on to the puck. Here is Caulfield. It's flipped in. Zadorov. Puck drop from Kastelik to Minson as they'll break it up the ice. Here comes Minson. Kastelik, McAvoy in the slot. He lost the puck! 2-on-1 the other way. Here is Suzuki with Caulfield. Suzuki, Caulfield, past Suzuki on the return feed. Jeez. That was awful. A drive off the boards is wide. Lohrei was the only man back. Good lord. McAvoy throwing the puck away. Oh my god. Lohrei letting his team finish a change. This line has both the Bruins goals. It's the Steves, Husnudinov, Kuraly, fourth line. Puck played around. Kolyachonik trying to pinch. He can't. Here is Lane Hudson. A head off a stick and in. Swayman played it aside. Danault grabs it first. Lohrei tied up against Danault. Kuraly in there. So is Blais. Kolyachonik in there. Husnudinov's nearby. Lohrei trying to thread it ahead. He just can't. Goes around to the other side. Steve's wrapped up there against Carrier. Danault. Out in front. Blais misses high on that try. Defensive breakdown. Hudson against Husnudinov. Hudson shot blocked by Husnudinov and it goes out of play. Face-off tied up here. Montreal holds it in. It's Demidov for Slafkovsky. Good take by Lindholm. Here is Pasternak. He just got it ahead. He couldn't get it further. Peak stands up to Slafkovsky. Now here's Kapanen. Poke check by Elias Lindholm. Here is Andrew Peak. To Hampus Lindholm. For Pasternak across the center line. He enters the zone. Fires blocked. He gets his own rebound on the corner. Now behind the net. Geeky there for support as well. Out to Hampus Lindholm. Fires on the net. Save. Rebound cleared away. Red Wings win an OT. Thank you. Here is Hampus Lindholm. Zacha lifts in. Knocked down by Hudson. Play to Gallagher. Lifted up out. Here comes Veleno. He has Sammy Blais. 2-on-2. Zadorov and McAvoy back. Veleno. Zadorov just pinches up against him. Blais wrapped up by McAvoy. Zacha tying up Gallagher. Carrier. McAvoy, good take. Sends it out. Middlestat will try to get this one ahead. Middlestat gets bumped by Hudson. Slafkovsky, Arvidsson wrapping him up. Oh, sorry, that's Veleno. And Veleno lost his stick in the process thanks to Arvidsson's forecheck. Carrier trying to send it ahead. Puck comes out. Wave back to McAvoy by Zacha. Zadorov. Oh, his stick broke. Oh, my goodness gracious. Here is Hudson. In the middle, they score. It's Bolduc. 3-2 Montreal. They take the lead. Good lord. Is that goalie interference now? Suzuki ran Swayman on the chance there. He ran him. Is that goalie interference now? Oh, they're going to challenge it. They challenged that one. The Bruins have challenged for goalie interference. They have challenged on the ice. Suzuki with a chance. Looks like he's trying to make a move. To me. It looks like he's trying to make a move more than anything. I'm gonna be 50-50 on this. It looks like he's trying to make a move. It's a quick review with the headsets. I think this might count. I think this is gonna count. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I hate to be the guy to call that. I agree. That's a goal. It's going to be a power play for Montreal. It's going to be delay a game. I agree. It looked like Suzuki was trying to make a hockey play there more than anything. I have to be that guy. I have to be the guy to say it. I think that's the right call. I think that's the right call. They should have challenged the other one and not that. This should be a 3-3 game right now. I think they challenged the wrong goalie interference tonight, guys. Playing his position. Doesn't matter. He was making a move. That's different. They challenged the wrong one. In my personal opinion. And even Brick's not saying it's goalie interference. Even Brick's saying it's not goalie interference. I don't know what they saw on that I didn't see on the Lindholm goal. I don't know what they saw. Here comes Kastelik, shorthanded. Corrali save. Rebound in front. Stopped. McAvoy save. Couple of good chances shorthanded for the Bruins here. Fowler with some good saves in front. Bolduc drops back. Here is Suzuki across the line for Bolduc. McAvoy dumps him behind the play. Zadorov can't clear it again. It's another weak stick. Hudson. Suzuki. Bolduc. Zadorov, good stick. Jeannot can't get it out. Hudson. Suzuki in the out top. Hudson across. Save Swayman. Rebound. Puck's pinballing around. And Jeannot clears. High stick. They're going to have to play the puck. And now Bolduc was knocked down as well behind the play. They're going to give Jeannot a cross-check. Man, these officials, man. These officials, oh my God. They don't... Do they know the rules of hockey? They gave Jeannot a cross-check. Do they know the rules? I'm genuinely questioning that. Do they know the rules of the league? Would love to know. What? There is no cross-check there. There's no cross-check. There's no cross-check. There is no cross-check. There is no... Yeah, this is... I don't know. How you not pissed? I think he's trying to control the teams to make sure they don't get pissed. I think that's what he's doing. It's 5-on-3. Trying to ruin a celebratory night here tonight for me with horrible officiating. Dobson breaks his stick. Caulfield in, dangles, and scores. 4-2 Montreal. A 5-on-3 goal for Cole Caulfield. Nice play by Caulfield. Dobson, I mean, that's just unlucky. Broken stick, and then Caulfield just dekes right in and scores. Ugh. Really nice, and they're refusing to finish this game with these refs. Exotic, the Bruins would get fined like millions and millions and millions of dollars if they do that. They might not be allowed to play hockey again this season if they do that. Like, legitimately. That's against the CBA. Like, you can't do that. You have to finish the game. If you don't, you can be sued. Like, that's a legitimate, like, legal thing. And Lindholm to the box for tripping. And here it comes. You can take it. Not playing the rest of the season? They might not be allowed to. These referees are awful. They need to be fired. I know they have a union. I don't care. They need to be fired. I mean, yeah. That's a penalty. That is a penalty. That's a trip. These officials, I mean, I'm not denying that's a penalty. It's not. It is. It is a penalty. But, like, come on. They're going to call every little thing the Bruins tonight. Every stick lift a slash. Every hit interference. Zadorov clears. I would actually, you know, if I'm the Bruins here, I'd push the puck. I would push the puck. On the 5-on-3. I don't care. Gregory Campbell scored 5-on-3 against Montreal. So, I know Sean Corrali can't have Gregory Campbell did. I would push the puck. Caulfield. Dobson shoots, saves Swayman. Like, I understand you guys want to say, oh, they should walk out. They legally can't. They legally cannot leave the ice until the game's over. Like, they can't. Or else they're going to get sued for a ton of money. I wish they could. I would too. Fans could. Well, that doesn't decide the game. Who cares what the fans do? The game has to play. Team that complains about the refs, they can't. You're going to get fined. So unless you're willing to take the $5,000 fine, I mean... Caulfield for Dobson. They'll swap. Dobson fires, and it's batted in by Nick Suzuki. Is it below the crossbar? Oh yeah, way below. Stick around for me. Don't stick around for the game. Stick around for me. I got some stuff to say after the game ends. Regardless of how this game ends, I got some stuff to say. And it'll have nothing to do with the game at all. That's not a high stick. That's a good goal. Nah, stop throwing... No, don't throw stuff on the ice. That's not good. Don't do that. That's not good. Don't trash your barn. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hudson. Drops back for Matheson. Montreal's offside by a mile. I call that. Lorai. Dumps in deep. That'll kill the penalties. We're finally back to 5-on-5. And this game went from bad to worse. Anderson in front for Gallagher. Waved away by Geeky. Dobson keeps it in. Shot blocked. Danault trying to sell for a high-sticking penalty. The referee shook his head right at him. Anderson plays it around, and Pastrnak cuts it off. Can they respond? I'm going to guess no. Pastrnak had a chance in front. He got poke checked. Some of the fans have hit the exits. Lindholm works it around the net and deep. Here is Zadorov. He's going to go around the world at what possession by Zadorov here. Geeky, a cross-ice pass gets broken up. Zadorov keeps it in with a nice glove. Into Pastrnak. Looks. Kolyachonik. Save. Rebound. Lindholm digging. He can't get it free. The referees tonight in this game are Brandon Blandina and Furman South, linesmen Mac McPherson and Dan Kelly. Apparently, this is regarded to be four of the worst officials in the NHL. Well, why are you giving them Bruins Canadiens? And Slavkovsky scores to make it 6-2. If I'm the Bruins, I'm throwing in the towel. Just start fighting people at this point. The game's over. Just start fighting people. It should be 3-2 Bruins right now. None of this should have happened. Make it 7-2. No, they missed. Wow. Middlestat lifts this one out to the blue line, just comes out. This was a 3-2 Bruins lead, literally 45 minutes to go real time. The referees have let this game get out of control. 4 goals in 5 minutes and 18 seconds. McAvoy knocks down his man. Middlestat, they can't get out of their own zone right now. You have to, hey, I'm going to text my buddy Ryan Bosworth, who's at the game, or Tom Caliuti, who's at the game tonight. I'm going to ask him to be the first question, and I'm going to ask him to ask the question, why didn't you challenge? I want him to ask that question. Bruins keep it in, but it didn't last long. I'm going to text Tom right now, because they know he's there as media. That. Thanks. I literally just texted him. See what happens. See what the quote we get that comes out of it. Pastrnak trying to send it ahead. He can't. Swayman plays it to Kolyachonik. Geeky to Pasternak, 5.5 to go. The officiating this game has taken the energy right out of the team. Lifeless third period, and honestly, I'm not even blaming the Bruins for this one. I'm not. Elias Lindholm had a goal taken away for no reason. No reason. Are fans leaving? Yeah, it's about a good chunk of the fans have hit the exits. Slavkovsky, high lift, out of the zone. Hampus Lindholm tied up. Demidov takes it away. Here is Slavkovsky. Drop feed in front. Hudson. Swayman makes the stop. We have ice with 4:27 to go. Sorry, the clock started again. I'm too busy texting people who are asking me my thoughts on it. I'm like, tune into the stream and you'll find out. Well, oh, what? The refs are gonna... What are you asking the NHL to do? Say sorry? I'm sorry. They're not gonna do that. Here is Peak, gets the feed from Zaka. Peak enters the zone. Arvidsson, Zaka, middle stat. Mason Lohrei. Curls, shoots. Miss wide. Zaka into Arvidsson down low. This will be the 5th straight game. Sorry, the 4th straight loss to the Bruins. This will be one of the worst homestands in modern history for the Bruins. Arvidsson, wraparound attempt, fouled off by Fowler. Puck comes out. Peak couldn't find his stick. Couldn't find his man. NHL even do anything about it? No, they can't. They can't do anything about it. Here's Corrali. Bruins have a 4-on-3. Kolyachonik over to Steves. Dumped in. Yeah, I'm sorry. We kind of feel bad. But they're not going to do that. Like I wouldn't expect them to do that. Just take accountability. Take accountability. Make sure these refs don't. Make sure the referees don't do big games again. You can have them do games in frickin' Calgary or something, not Montreal, Boston. Sorry. Big difference between Calgary and frickin' Utah and Bruins and Canadiens. I'm sorry, there is. Minson. Trying to get it to Castle. It can't. 2:20 to go. Hampus Lindholm with the left point. Fraser Minton rotates it out towards the blue line. To the front of a backhand fought off there by Fowler. Deneau lifts this one, gets this one out of the zone. Lindholm battling. 2 minutes to go. Stick around for postgame with me and Josiah, and then I'll be having the floor to start, and then Josiah will come in here. Change the D lines. Who cares? Who cares what the defensive pairings are? I don't care. The game's over. It's 6-2 with a minute 40 left. I all due respect, I don't care. Shot by Lindholm, save. Pasternak. Can't. Onside, they're going to say. And it came out eventually. Pass broken up. Here comes Elias Lindholm. Sends it to Pasternak with a minute 13 left. Pasternak thrown down. And they call a penalty on the Canadiens for it. And Morgan Geeky comes right over. And he's going to wrestle with somebody. Lindholm's in there with Oliver Kapanen. Zadorov wants Slavkovsky really badly. Let Zadorov fight him. I mean, the game's over, for Christ's sake. Jeez, let him fight. Big brawl. And Zadorov's talking to every single player on the bench and kind of just, he went to point at him, but he didn't give him, he didn't use this finger, he used another finger that I can't use on stream, but you know which one I'm talking about. When he was like this, right at him. Got thrown down by Slavkovsky. And then Struble wrapped up Geeky. We'll see how they sort this all out. My guess is Zadorov gets a 10-minute misconduct. Okay, so the Bruins are gonna get a power play out of this. Okay, that's fine. So the Zadorov and Slavkovsky both get 10-minute misconducts. Zadorov, no, it's fine. I understand. Standing up for your guy. So the Bruins will be on the power play here to try to get within 3. Worst officiating game of all time. It's up there. I can't think of a worse one off the top of my head right now. So, Lohrei, Middlestat, Minton, Middlestat, Arvidsson. The second unit's out there right now. Bruins win the draw. Arvidsson couldn't find Middlestat cleanly. Lohrei keeps it in. Big tie-up, it's Middlestat. Throws it in front, and Deneau took it away, and now here comes Montreal. Off of Veleno's skate, Middlestat pokes it back, and now Lohrei will hang out with 45 to go. Just push the puck, Lohrei. Middlestat for Steves. Couldn't play the puck cleanly on the entry, and Montreal will clear it back down with 30 seconds to go. It's the second of 4 meetings. Arvidsson enters his zone through Middlestat. Steves has got it with 15 to go. Puck played through Middlestat. Can't play it. Clear it out. And the Montreal fans are saying, ole, ole, ole. I'm sure the refs are too. Final score tonight at TD Garden. Montreal 6, Boston 2. That is the final score. Uh-oh. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, what went wrong here? Well, I don't know. We're going to talk about that during the post game, but I have a message for all of you, so let's talk about that right now. Regardless of officiating tonight, we're not going to talk about the game right now. It's the last thing we're going to talk about. We'll talk about that coming up in a second here. I'm just going to get the ticker updated for you guys. Kind of a sour mood on the night, but 5 years ago, I started this YouTube channel as, you know, just something that to do during the COVID shutdown. Didn't really, didn't really have any idea of what this was going to turn into, but it turned into something fun, and I've done this for 5 years, and I'm grateful for everybody who's tuned in and supported over the last 5 years. It's my 6th season doing it, and it's been a lot of fun. And with that comes with a lot of responsibility, like, for example, being responsible for being the voice of people who don't have a voice to watch the game, or a voice is for somebody who can't, voice their opinions on social media, or voice their opinions, to their friends or whatever. They have a place to come and watch that. And I'm forever grateful for everybody who is, for this big community that we've had that we've grown over the last 5 years together. And thank you very much. For being here every night, being here for me, being here for the mods, being here for everybody, and it's been a good time. And I appreciate y'all very, very much for everything you've done for me over the last 5 years. Changed my life. It's helped me get jobs, get opportunities for my passion. And I appreciate everybody. So if you have a drink, here's bottoms up. Now, I'm going to get Josiah in here. What's up, Josiah?
Hello, Samuel.
I hate being called that.
Sam.
Here you go. What's happening?
Before I start, congrats, Sam, on 5 years.
Thank
well
you.
deserved, my friend.
Thank you.
All right. What the fuck, man?
Oh, here we go.
Ruin a great night. Thank you, refs, for ruining a great night. All right. If these refs aren't either one of two things, either investigated or fired, I have no hope for this league. That is the most pathetic excuse for an officiating crew I think I've ever seen. And if you're blaming, I mean, we'll get to, what the Bruins did wrong. And, obviously they did stop playing hockey when they kind of got screwed over. So I do blame them for that. But if you blame the Bruins entirely for this loss, you do not know what hockey is. That was the most, let me screw you over as much as I can reffing job I've seen in my life. I even posted on my Instagram. I'm like, I have seen horrendous officiating in my lifetime. I have been watching sports for, almost 15 years at this point. Probably when I was like 6 or 7, I started, 6, 7, when I started watching sports.
Yep.
I think I've only seen maybe 1 or 2 games in any sport that have been worse.
Yeah.
That was beyond unacceptable in so many reasons. So many of those calls were absolutely ridiculous, But the one thing I do want to start with is the Bruins the Bruins video team needs to be talked to by somebody, because that was pathetic. You should have had the lead going into the second intermission. Oh, wait, you did have the lead, but guess what? You missed it. You fucking missed it.
No,
There
fine.
was no contact between Pasternak and the goalie at all through that entire play, and you don't challenge that. And then about, 7 minutes later, you challenge one that he clearly was just trying to deke around Swayman. I've never seen such a piss poor job by a video team in my life. That job is not that hard when it is blatant. When there are these little plays, that job can be tough. But that was blatant. I've never seen such a blatant goalie interference with that 5 seconds to go goal in my entire life. He ran in or the blatant no goalie interference. He ran into his own dude. He got shoved by his own dude into his own net. Pasternak was nowhere near him. How do you miss that? This would be 3-2 going into the third period, and things could have been a lot different.
Way different.
And then you still would have had a challenge left later in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of blowing it on that freaking dumbass call 7 minutes into the third period.
Yeah, you're right.
And then
You're right.
the cross-checking thing by Tanner Jeannot was insane. Where was the cross-checking? Where was it? Did you see it? I didn't see it.
There wasn't a lot there.
There was a little tap. That's all it was.
It was a love tap.
It was a love tap.
Yeah.
Even if you want to call it that. It was like a fairy kiss. Whatever you want to call it.
It was a kiss under the mistletoe.
That was exactly what it was. This game was so good until 5 seconds left in the second. For about 40 minutes, this game was so good. It was a 2-2 game. Should have been 3-2 Boston, but we'll just say 2-2 tie game going into the third period. And then you blow every single call. You let that goal, the whole reason they had so many chances was because you kept putting them on the power play. Unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Most of those penalties were not power plays.
Some of them were.
Or most of those penalties weren't penalties.
Yeah, some of them
I don't know
were,
what
but
Yes, the Lindholm tripping, I agree with. I mean, he totally tripped him. But that cross-checking was ridiculous. They shouldn't have been on the power play. I've never seen such a blown job by refs in forever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unbelievable.
I don't know. Was not great tonight. Not a great. I don't like the no. I don't like the no challenge there on the goal for Lindholm. Not a fan.
You know what pisses me off?
What?
Is you'll have to let me explain why. I can't stand that Marco Sturm didn't change his look. He was stone-faced that entire game. Yes, I understand. He might be trying to control himself because he doesn't want his guys going off the rails. But that doesn't matter. You are the only coach in NHL history that has not been screwed that bad, and you look like he looks stoned. Like, he didn't make a facial expression the entire time. He was flat-faced.
Yeah, he was trying to keep his composure as best he could. I understand why. I understand what he was doing.
No, I can't. As an NHL coach, you have to be defending your guys. You can't be not saying a word, not anything. Yeah. I don't say lose your crap because obviously you don't want your guys losing your crap. You didn't stand up for your guys. You were getting screwed.
Yeah, I think there's a medium.
Yeah, you failed. Fucking failed.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I mean, I don't want to just yell at the video team or the refs. I will put some blame on the Bruins because you get paid to play hockey. Just because you're having an off night or a hard night because the refs and the calls aren't going your way and a lot of things aren't going your way. Bounces aren't going your way. You're kind of getting screwed over. You can't just stop playing. Like, once it was like 3-2, even 4-2, it just looked like they stopped. And I'm like, I understand why. And honestly, in their shoes, I would too. I don't blame them for doing it. I just don't think they should. Like, you're getting paid millions of dollars to play hockey. Don't just stop.
I didn't take the jersey off because I'm mad. I took the jersey off because I'm sweating my ass off because it is hot in this room. Don't worry. I'm not. Yeah. I'm not mad at the Bruins. I'm not. Not after tonight. No. I can't be mad at them. I can't.
I give them about 25% fault.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, clearly, I mean, you could clearly see it from the third period. That no goal call, that no goal took the wind right out of the sails of the building and the team. They did need to show up in the third period. I'm with you, James. I'm with you. I'm not with firing Sturm. That's not going to answer. That's not going to help anything. That's not going to help anything. I don't care what anybody says. And Jay Leach is a head coach. We've already seen that before. Not in Boston, but elsewhere. And Colorado didn't do too well with it, I believe was no. Who was Jay Leach a head coach for? Anyway, it didn't go well. It didn't go well. So, no. That's not going to help anything. That's not the answer. That's not the answer. When in doubt, fire the coach, because he's obviously the scapegoat. No. That's not...
No.
That's not going to help anything. The only thing that'll help is Marco Sturm getting a new job. Who's the Buffalo
Isn't that
Saturday
firing the
biggest-
coach?
What's up? Well, yes.
You said don't fire the coach, but then he needs a new job. What?
Yeah, I know, but like he gets a fresh, I don't know, gets a fresh start somewhere. He's been the coach. Everybody needs to chill out on Marco Sturm. He has been the coach for 4 months. 4 months. Well, when was he hired? 6 months. He's been
Not a lot. Put it that way.
He hasn't been here barely a year. First time as an NHL head coach. In the AHL, there wasn't really a lot of video review. So, I'm not... Yeah, exactly. Unless they had some off-ice antics, you don't fire the coach. He's not the problem. He's not. Not the problem. I think it's just...
I want to say one thing. All right, yeah, sorry. Finish your thought first.
I think it's just... there isn't enough skill on the team. And you have to look at your leaders in the locker room, your Pasternaks, both your Lindholms, your Zadorovs, your McAvoys, and your Swaymans. That's who I'm looking at to try to wake this team up. Hey, guys, this is not okay. Not okay. I'm not... You have Lohrei in the bottom 6. I think Mason Lohrei should... actually was not the problem tonight. I thought he actually had a pretty decent night besides the first goal that Montreal scored. Lohrei, he was fine. Which is actually like a 5-star night for him at this point, is being fine. So, anyway, Josiah, what do you have?
One thing that a lot of people probably didn't notice, because I was watching the TSN broadcast and not Nesson, if there's anything about calling out these broadcasts for being unprofessional, I had a prime example of the TSN network needs to be more professional and needs to have a more good idea on what was going on in the game. I was watching the TSN network, and after I think it was the 5th goal, maybe even the 6th goal, TSN started almost attacking Bruins fans, and mocked Bruins fans for, getting upset, and were making fun of them for leaving the building. And they're like, oh, the Canadiens gave them an early Christmas present. And, they did. I'm like, come on, man. I mean, you're pouring salt in the wound. The Canadiens did not earn this. I don't know. I feel like there's got to be more professional there. I mean, you can't attack a team's fan base for leaving early when it's 6-2. The refs poured on the bull crap all night, and you're already up 6-2, and you're like mocking Bruins fans saying, oh, Merry Christmas from the Canadiens, and, leave your building early. I mean, I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way. I don't know if I'm just being a salty Bruins fan, but I just feel like it's a little unprofessional. I can't remember Nesson ever really doing that to other teams. Like, I'm not saying, like... And, yeah, James, I'm seeing it where Jack Edwards did the same thing, but...
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about people in chat. I'm talking about the TSN network. I believe brought it too far with... You guys don't know exactly what they said, but it was beyond what I feel like was acceptable.
Yeah, well, I didn't see it, so I don't know. But as somebody in the broadcasting business and somebody who is, in that space, rule of thumb 101: never call out the fans. Never make fun of fans. Never. I mean, I was taught this by one of the all-time greats. He was the voice of the Red Sox on WEEI for 20 plus years, Jerry Trupiano. He told me there's one thing you never do, and that's you never talk crap about a fan base. You never do it. Why? Major backlash if you do. From the network and from, of course, the media and the fans. So no, you don't. That's one line you don't cross. You can say, "Oh, I don't know what." You can say like, "Oh, the fans are hitting the exits here in TD Garden." Not really sure. Why they're leaving. I mean, you could say that. And by the way, Habs, GG's. It's not your. I'm not mad at you. Merry Christmas. It's not your. It's not. We're not mad at you. I'm mad at your team, and I'm mad at the officials of tonight's game.
I'm mad at your broadcast, not you.
Yeah, you don't take shots at the fans. You just don't do that. It's not professional. On multiple levels, you just don't do that. That's the one thing you don't do. Besides cuss on the air, you don't do that. So. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that. You don't do that.
Especially when the Canadiens did not earn that.
Do you guys? Well, they don't care about that part. Regardless of those Canadiens, regardless of what the game actually is, you never make fun of the fans. Never, 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 unless it's completely reasonable. For example, fan jumps on the ice. Right? Fan jumps on the ice and starts being an idiot. Right? Like streaking on the field during the Super Bowl. Right? Be my guest. Go ahead. They're drunk. They're an idiot. Go ahead. But when the fans are like, I hate to say unholy, but like kind of like they're not being like, they're not throwing stuff on the ice. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. I mean, they're just taking their leave. Okay, what can you do? That's not what you do. Now, like for example, Kevin Harlan, Rams Niners, Kevin Harlan calling the fan on the field. Okay, legendary stuff. I think it's great.
Funny.
What's up?
I think that was pretty funny.
It's great. That's okay. You don't attack a fan base for leaving when the game's the way it was going. It was very tilted onward from the second period onward. It was very tilted in Montreal's direction. And just end of discussion. The players did hype this up as the most important game of the year, and officiating aside, they shit the bed. I mean, the third period, there was still a period to play, guys. It's not like that was the end of the game. I mean, there was still a period to play, and they just couldn't keep themselves under control. And it showed. Look at the penalty minutes.
Yeah, it was definitely undisciplined.
Very undisciplined third period. Let's see what did they? Would love to see what somebody said about Mark. Did the quote come out from Marco Sturm yet? Have the presser started?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't think so. No, nothing out yet. Because I don't think it started yet. Do you think he'll even have a presser tonight? See.
I thought he didn't have the option, and he had to.
Oh, then yeah, he will. If you're wondering...
Especially after Montreal.
By the way, I want you guys to know that if you're wondering what I'm drinking, I'm having a Jack and Coke currently. I am of age.
I was going to say, yes, he's of age. Don't do that.
I can legally drink in the United States.
Ma'am.
Yeah, I don't know. There wasn't even a lot of piss and vinegar in the third period. There was just nothing. They were flat. They were flat, and I don't know.
I mean, my problem that I keep noticing is when the Bruins get beat by a terrible team goes and beats them. You just got sloshed again by the Senators, and they just lost to the Sabres in their own barn.
Well, the Sabres are good, so they've won 7 games in a row. They won 7 games in a row since firing Kevin Adams.
Yeah, they need to. I mean, yeah, they're good now, but we don't know how long that's gonna last.
Yeah, we don't know. Final 2 periods at a combined 10 shots. Like, I know that can't happen. Right, regardless of officiating, that cannot happen. Yeah, motherfucker, this Bruins game. Yeah. Oh, boy.
I feel like the only positive thing that I got sports related today was Wilson Contreras came out with a statement on coming to Boston.
Oh, did he really? All right, I'll find it. I'll read it out loud.
I can just read it. I have it up.
Okay, I don't have his Instagram. What did he say?
All right. So this was from Wilson Contreras himself.
Red Sox new first baseman, by the way, for those who are wondering.
Yeah. All right. So this is what Wilson Contreras said to Red Sox fans. He said, "Boston, I'm excited for this next chapter and honored to join one of the most historic franchises in sports. I will embrace this city, this clubhouse, my teammates, and everything that comes with wearing this uniform.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to getting to work, earning trust, and doing my part to help this team compete for a championship.
Okay.
To the fans of Boston, I know how much the city cares about its teams. I can't wait to play in front of you and earn that support. The Red Sox standard is championship baseball, and that's exactly what I've come here to chase. Let's get to work."
Love to hear that. Love to hear that. I'm sure if this season goes off the rails, I'm sure we'll be watching a lot of Red Sox baseball in April.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like this season, I feel like it's going to be a bust. Like, I feel it in my bones, man.
It's already going that way. It's already going that way.
Yep.
It's not.
I mean, the Bruins just can't play from behind. They can only play when they have a lead, which is rare.
It's usually not how that works for the Bruins, though. That's the scary part. It's usually the other way around. You watch the presser online. I don't think they air the pressers online. They post them after the fact in case there's like some stupid shit that goes down.
I feel like what they should do is they should have one guy just completely crap on the refs, and everyone gives him like $500 to cover the fine.
It's only a $5,000 fine. I mean, Marco Sturm. Oh, he's talking to Nesson right now.
Well, yeah, it's my point. Everyone needs to give him. Everyone needs to give one person some money so they can pay the fine and just crap on these guys.
Oh, he just finished it. Okay, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. He just talked to Andy Brickley, so I don't know what came out of that. Canada is who is Canada playing? Canada's beating Sweden. Oh, wait a minute. What? Canada's beating Denmark 12-2 in the World Juniors pre-tournament right now. And I don't know how the U.S. did. Somebody asked that. I have no idea. The U.S. beat Finland 3-1 in the pre-tournament action. Did Hagen score? Let's find out. I don't know. Do.
Just as a division update, the Bruins are now 6. And guess who's only 1 point behind them?
What? I don't.
The Buffalo Sabres are 1 point behind the Bruins.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yikes. This is going in the shitter really fast.
It's savable.
Well, yeah, I mean, you've only played, 38 games.
It's savable. It's not. The season's not even halfway done. Your 31st game, your 41st game is going to be on New Year's Eve.
This team needs to wake up. Wake up call. You just got beat by your rivals 6-2 in your own barn because you gave up.
Gave up because the officiating didn't go your way.
Wake up.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was done.
Okay, yeah, the officiating. I mean, yeah, got screwed. Doesn't mean you can go and roll over and die for 20 minutes after that. Like what? I don't know. What do you want the Bruins? What do you want? What do you want us to do? Sit here and let's see. Habs fan. Oh, okay. Saw this comment on Facebook. Habs fan here. I could gloat about the win, but to be honest, the refs gave them that game. However, the Habs will win the cup.
Huh. Yeah. Okay. Habs win the cup. That's funny. They're not winning. I will pay you $1,000 if the Montreal Canadiens win the Stanley Cup this year.
Bet. I'll take that bet in a heartbeat.
What are you gonna give me?
I don't know. If they don't win the Stanley Cup this year, I'll buy us tickets to a Red Sox game.
All right, deal.
Okay. I mean,
bro, they're not beating Colorado or Avalanche in a 7-game series. I'm promising you that.
I think they can. They have.
You heard it here. You heard it here, chat.
I think they. I'm not saying they will. I think they can, because the goaltending. That's a big question mark, right? Is Fowler long term? Is Montembeault going to be all right? Like, what are they doing? They have a decent offense. They have a really good offense. They got. Let's see, what? Said they didn't challenge because Pasta's stick looked like it was interfering with Fowler's pads. That's a stupid reason to not challenge in that situation. Honestly, if I'm Marco Sturm, I would rather take the 2-minute penalty and at least go on that and go down swinging than what they challenged in the third period. You know?
God, I hate the freaking excuses from this team, man. Why can no one take responsibility? Like, oh, well, this is why we didn't do it. Just say you fucked up.
Well,
you messed up. You missed it. Take personal responsibility.
Yeah, okay, so here's the quote. David had a stick in the goalie's pads right before we scored. We all thought it was not worth a challenge.
Oh, shut up. Not you.
No, I know. I'm just shaking.
I don't know if you were laughing or mad.
I'm just shaking my head.
I mean, shut up. There's no chance. I saw it, and without a second thought was like, yeah, no.
I just took a sip of my drink at that quote.
That's insane. Dude, this is the type of crap that gets you fired, man. Like, you can't actually say that you didn't want to challenge that. It was the end of the second period. You only have one more period to go. And first of all, let's just say you wasted your challenge 7 minutes later. That is insanity.
Yeah.
Excuses, lack of accountability. How in the world do you say, oh, his stick was there? The dude ran over his own goalie. Unbelievable. Unreal.
They were scared they were going to take a 2-minute penalty. Yet
Which they did 7 minutes later anyway.
they challenge the Suzuki move on Swayman for deking to the backhand. That's...
Do you think? I think I know why they did that. I think they challenged that because they knew they messed up not challenging that Pasternak thing. And they're like, oh, well, we need to challenge this or they'll be really mad at us. So we just got to try.
No. Here's the thing. The goal that Montreal scored, it was Bolduc, I think is who it was. You don't challenge that. To me, that's not something you challenge because Suzuki was making a hockey play. Right? Pasternak, stick in the pads. Okay, fine, I saw that. But Slavkovsky, but that was not going to interfere with Fowler's play. Slavkovsky falling on top of Fowler will interfere, but that's nothing to that the Bruins did. I think the team has some mental fatigue. Well, take the next 3 days, take a lot of sleep, take a lot of freaking, what the hell is it? The Benadryl. Sleep your asses off, come back on Saturday, and kick some ass, because you better be pissed off after this. I don't know.
I agree.
Team has some mental fatigue. You're at home! What do you mean mental fatigue? You're at home! Mental fatigue. You slept in your own bed for the last 7 nights. Ooh. Whatever.
You get paid millions of dollars to play a children's sport,
it's
and
not
you have
even that.
mental fatigue?
It's not even that. It's not even the money part. It's the human part. You are professional athletes, and you are saying you have mental fatigue. You slept in your own beds the last 8 nights. You have had 5 different opponents. They've had to travel thousands of miles to come play you, and you only won one of those games at home. The first one. You lost to... Let's see, hold on. You lost to... Who did they play Thursday? They lost to Edmonton, which, okay, fine. You lose to Vancouver in a shootout. You lose to the Senators the next night, who also played the day before. They had to travel to you after playing a tough game against Chicago.
And you've also played against them 3 other times this season.
And you lose what the team called the biggest game of the season to this point, because you let the officiating stop your team from playing hockey in the 3rd period.
You got your feelings hurt and you stopped playing hockey.
Wah, 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 cry me a river.
That's our job. Fans can cry because it's not our job to play.
I don't like that. Arvidsson, Pasternak, Steves, and Zadorov all spoke after the loss. Where the hell is McAvoy?
Seriously.
Where are either of the Lindholms? Common theme was the talk of the penalties. Arvidsson says, quote, "We're taking some stupid ones." No shit, Victor. No shit. You're taking stupid penalties. No shit. No shit.
You have 38 games to figure that one out, Arvidsson?
Most penalized team in the league, by the way. It's not close, so you know. Didn't help after the night either. Montreal had 7 power plays.
I could have told you that 2.5 months ago, Arvidsson. Come on, man.
How did you like Kolyachonik? The fact we haven't mentioned him in 30 minutes shows that he was, like, not bad. Like, it is what it is. He was fine. You know? The team decides who before the game who speaks. Well, they chose wrong. Why are you having Steve face the media? Steve scored. He did his job. You know what? At least Pasternak and Zadorov spoke. 2 of the leaders in the locker room spoke. I'm glad. The four
McAvoy
people, the four people who should have spoke were David Pastrnak, Hampus Lindholm, Elias Lindholm, and Nikita Zadorov. That's it. Maybe Swayman too, if they wanted to like get his thoughts on what happened. Which that would have been very interesting. I would have loved to hear I would love to think I would love to hear what he's thinking right now. I'd love to know what he's thinking. Oh, I can't get a night off. The backup goalie fucking sucked. Like, I don't know. What is he thinking in his head? I would love to know. You know?
You want to know some crazy math?
I don't know. I don't think the Bruins nor me have the mental capacity for some insane math. But go ahead.
No, it's just a figure. I know I divided Jeremy Swayman's salary by all 82 games. You want to know how much this guy makes a game? And yes, I know he only plays like 50 of the games, so I'm being generous here and dividing it by the entire season.
Yep.
Jeremy Swayman makes $100,000 a game to play hockey.
Yes.
And he can't stop a beach ball.
I'm gonna push back right now. We're gonna stop that right there. Stop that right there.
Not tonight. You're not stopping me tonight. Most nights I would agree with you. Swayman's pretty good. Tonight I can't defend you.
He's played in 6 straight games, Josiah. He has played in 6 straight games.
Wait, has it actually been 6?
He has played in 6 straight games. He played the Minnesota game. He played the Utah game, the Edmonton game, the Vancouver game. He came in relief during the Ottawa game, and he played tonight. That's 6. That I can't
know. All right,
know.
I want to coach Gone. I did not know that.
Well,
Coach Gone. You what?
Here's the thing.
How?
Swayman played 4 as a starter. He won 1 of them. Okay? That should have been your first cue. I don't care how bad Korpisalo is. He should have started Saturday against Vancouver.
Absolutely.
Okay?
I thought he did. I wasn't even paying attention.
Swayman started Saturday. Korpisalo started Sunday, played about 25 minutes, and got yanked. So, Jeremy Swayman has played in about, one game went to overtime, that's 65 minutes, 20, is that 60, 120, 185, 245, 280, that's 340 minutes the last 6 games.
All right, well, I can play this game with somebody else. I mean, there's a whole bunch of other teams or a whole bunch of other players that get paid more than him that did worse, and like effort-wise.
And this is all relates back to having an awful backup goaltender. And
yep.
You're stuck money-wise paying this guy $3 million. I don't think there's one team in the hockey world, not even just in the United States or Canada in the NHL, one team in the hockey world right now who wants Korpisalo at the moment. I'd be shocked if there was. But
Calgary might take him. Their backup is pretty shit.
What's up?
I'd say Calgary might take him. Their backup's pretty terrible.
Korpisalo makes one more save and that's it. What do you want Swayman? What do you want the Bruins to do at that point? Korpisalo is unplayable. You can't put him on waivers because you're paying a guy $1 million to sit in the minors. That's not financially stable for your team. And you're what? You're going to call up Zajac, who hasn't played, who is playing his first few months of North American professional hockey? Are we kidding? Because DiPietro's not. He's hurt. That's what people don't realize about this whole, so get rid of Korpisalo. Really? DiPietro's hurt. You want to bring up Simone Zajac? And watch him be left out to dry by this piss-poor, injury-prone defense? Roster construction. Again, they're just not good enough. And until I see otherwise, I'm not convinced.
They came out. They came out and they had a 5-game homestand. Regardless of what happened in the games or not, they only won 1 of them. They've lost 5 of their last 6 games. So, what are we going to do?
I'm going to knock some heads together if Corpusalo does not play either on the 27th or the 29th. Because that would mean Jeremy Swayman would play 8 games in a row, and the last 2 against the Sabres and the Flames.
Corpusalo, my
Play
guess...
him against the Flames, man.
My guess, if I'm a betting man, Swayman starts against Buffalo, Corpusalo starts against Calgary. Which Calgary, that Calgary game, I might not even be here. I have a MyFM responsibility on the 29th. I might not even be here.
And so a 9 o'clock game anyway. I'm not going to watch it.
I'll be live on New Year's Eve. We might even be pulling double duty that day. BNG might be doing a Providence Bruins game that day. But I don't know what they're going to do. Do they put Corpusalo on waivers when the waiver wire opens back up on Sunday? I don't know.
Please.
I don't know. Because I don't think there's a team that would claim him. And I don't think having him in the minors is good for him. I don't know. So, I don't know what the Bruins do. But they're in a rough spot. And they have to look from within at this point. You have to block out the noise. You have to block out even the front office right now. Because I'm sure they're getting on the players' asses right now. Block them all out. I have to imagine that there has to be a players-only meeting happening right now. So, Yokiharu Aspero and Callahan are coming skating. Aspero can't come back any sooner. The minute Aspero went down, this defense fell apart. He went down in the Winnipeg game. The Bruins have won 1 game since. Aspero, I didn't realize to be the saving grace of this freaking piss poor defense, but apparently he is. He can't come back any sooner. Like, we need him Saturday. They sent Soderstrom to Providence tonight, which makes me think that Aspero's going to be ready on Saturday, which freaking thank God. Lorei, I assume, will be the odd man out because I don't think you take out Kolyachonok because I think he's fine. He wasn't, like, amazing. He was fine. He had a couple of really good chances. So what I would do is Zadorov, McAvoy, Lindholm, and Aspero, and then I would do Kolyachonok with Peak. Because I think Lindholm and Aspero would be better than Lindholm and Peak is right now, in my personal opinion defensively. Which that's like the least of my worries what the pairings are. I don't give a shit what the pairings are. I don't. So, it's 10:30. Should probably wrap this up, shouldn't we?
I think we've bitched enough.
Bitched enough. But this team's in a lot of trouble. It is savable. They have to dig themselves out of it. What will the Bruins roster look like Saturday when they play the Sabres? I don't know. We'll find out together. It'll be Saturday night showdown. 7 o'clock Saturday, Bruins Sabres should be an interesting time. Hopefully you guys come by. I want to wish every single one of you a happy holidays and a very, very Merry Christmas. Hopefully everybody gets to spend time with loved ones, open gifts, eat great food, enjoy your time. I will be doing that. Hopefully all of you will do that as well. We'll be back on Saturday for Bruins and we'll be back for the Bruins and Sabres on Saturday. Should be a good time. Hopefully we'll have some more answers on this roster by the time Saturday comes around. If you liked what you saw, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring your notification bell to never miss when we go live or upload here on the channel. Follow me on social media, Instagram, TikTok, and on Twitter down below. And screw the referees. Screw not challenging stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bruins lose 6-2 the final game before the holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody.